Xbox hardware. Though that's gonna be the only people who actually buy that. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Plus, I don't know about little Timmy because apparently games were too much and had Timmy having to, decide between whether or not they're gonna get the sustenance they need for their body to continue functioning, or if they were gonna buy a video game at $70. And now games are gonna be $80. So I know Lil Timmy is assed out at this point. I don't think nobody care about Lil Timmy no more. Oh man, so crazy, man. So crazy. Who would have seen this coming, man? Who would have seen this coming? But I do want to point you guys in the direction of a very hilariously written article by news.xbox.com. And then I want to show y'all the difference between Xbox and PlayStation. So here we are. And by the way, I will be buying the Gears of War Reloaded when it comes to PlayStation 5. I will be supporting this right here. The original Gears of War returns faithfully remastered and natively optimized for more platforms than ever before as Gears of War Reloaded. Gears of War Reloaded launches August 26, 2025 for $39.99 on Xbox Series XS, Xbox PC, Xbox Cloud Gaming, PlayStation 5, and Steam, and arrives day one with Game Pass Ultimate or PC Game Pass. Play on Xbox Series XS, Xbox PC, and Xbox Cloud Gaming with Xbox Play Anywhere. Gears of War Reloaded supports cross-play and cross-progression across all platforms. Xbox fans who own the digital version of Gears of War Ultimate Edition receive a free upgrade to Gears of War Reloaded. Gears of War Reloaded, a celebration of one of gaming's most iconic franchises, featuring 4K resolution, 120 FPS support, and the ultimate multiplayer experience with cross progression and cross play across all platforms. This is the definitive way to experience the game that started it all. As we approach the 20th anniversary of Gears of War in 2026, we're reflecting on what this franchise means. It's about the stories we've told, the friendships we've built, and unforgettable moments we've shared together. With Gears of War Reloaded, we're opening the door to more players than ever. Originally released in 2006, Gears of War Reloaded brings the full experience forward once again, enhanced for the latest hardware across multiple platforms, introducing the Gears of War franchise to a new generation of players. Developed by the Coalition in partnership with Sumo Digital and Disbelief, Gears of War Reloaded launches August, Gears of War Reloaded includes the full breadth of content from the Gears of War Ultimate Edition, delivering the most complete version of the original game to date. Players will gain immediate access to all post-launch downloadable content at no additional cost. This includes the bonus campaign act, all multiplayer maps and modes, and a full roster of classic characters and cosmetics unlockable through progression. Built for brotherhood, Gears of War Reloaded built for shared play. Whether you're teaming up in a split screen or jumping online, the campaign supports 2-player co-op, and versus multiplayer allows up to 8 players with crossplay across all platforms. You and your friends can squad up no matter where you play. No Microsoft account required. Hold on, let me say that again. Gears of War Reloaded is built for shared play. Whether you're teaming up in a split screen or jumping online, the campaign supports 2-player co-op, and versus multiplayer allows up to 8 players with crossplay across all platforms. You and your friends can squad up no matter where you play. No Microsoft account required. However, Signing in with a Microsoft account unlocks full cross-platform play functionality. Hey, Microsoft, I'm going to tell you right now, we don't care. I'm going to tell you, we don't care. The only people who care about this are people who already have Microsoft accounts. Now, there's nothing wrong with creating a Microsoft account because you got to create a Microsoft account for other games that is on PlayStation. So, I mean, it is what it is, right? But in regards to this, yeah, I don't. The only people who care about this is people who owned an Xbox but switched over PlayStation because they saw exactly what was happening with Xbox and still want to play with their friends on Xbox. Those are the only people that care about that. Just gonna give it a buck. Nobody else gives a fuck about that. Nobody else cares about that. Not a single other person in life gives a fuck about that, except for that. Damn, what Phil say? Fuck me for yeah. Fuck Lil Timmy. Fuck Lil Timmy. But yeah, I will be purchased. This is probably one of the only few games that I even give a fuck about coming from Xbox. Um, so yeah. Precision performance on every platform. No matter where you play Gears of War Reloaded, it has been re-engineered to look and feel incredible. Players can expect 4K resolution, 60 FPS in campaign, 120 FPS in multiplayer, high dynamic range, which I still can't pull myself to give a fuck about, Dolby Vision and 7.1.4 Dolby Atmos. I don't care about that either. 7.1.4 3D spatial audio. Maybe the 3D audio, but I don't really care about that either. Variable refresh rate, 4K assets and remastered textures, enhanced post-processing visual effects, improved shadows and reflections, super resolution with improved anti-aliasing, zero loading screens during campaign. From faster frame rates to deeper visual fidelity, every detail has been tuned to bring the original game into the present with clarity, smoothness, and immersion that matches the power of today's hardware. And wherever you play, we're meeting you there with the best version possible. Uh-oh. Hold on. Where's my phone? Let me hold on. Hold on. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. Let me figure it out. Let me figure it out, chat. Hey, chat. I'm gonna figure it out, man. The fuck is going on? Why is this? Hold on. Give me a second. Ooh. I think I might need to download that update. There's an update there for me for my audio interface. All right. Let's see if we can fix this. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. What the hell is bothering me? Hold on. Before I play this, if y'all want, y'all can go ahead and let me know if it's working properly. We good? Yo, we good? We good up in this piece? Yo, yo, yo. Oh yeah, we good. We good up in this piece. Oh yeah, we good. All right, we good up in this piece. All right. Where were we? Okay. From faster frame rates to deeper visual fidelity, every detail has been tuned to bring the original game into the present with clarity, smoothness, and immersion that matches the power of today's hardware. And wherever you play, we're meeting you there with the best possible version. Gears of War Reloaded includes platform-specific features that make the most of the hardware you already own to deliver a world-class experience, Gears of War experience, faithful to the original, optimized for today, and made for everyone. Yeah. Let me tell you something. This says a lot more than people probably read into, because they probably don't want to hear what the fuck Xbox has to say. But this is directly from Xbox. This isn't from anybody, anywhere else, any other sources. This is directly from them themselves. And they specifically said, Reloaded includes platform-specific features that make the most of the hardware you already own. Platform-specific features would be dual sense features. They didn't mince words. They went right in to let you know that the system that you have, the capabilities that it has, they are going to target the capabilities of the platform that it's on, instead of leaving those features dead, to be on par with fucking Xbox. I love how Xbox is working for me. I love how Xbox is working for my dollars. They are now working for my dollars. Unfortunately, it's not with their platform. It's with PlayStation. But they're actually trying to they're actually trying to find a way to get my dollars out of my pockets. But they don't have to worry. They don't have to worry. I'm coming, Xbox, I'm coming. Shout out to Xbox, man. PlayStation is about to make Xbox great again. PlayStation is about to make Xbox great again, man. And moving on from that particular news, let's get on over here to PlayStation. PlayStation. Listen, I want to believe that this is a good thing. I really do. But it may be yet to be seen. But let's all right, I got you, Link. Give me a second. Let me hey, man, I'm down with it, but I don't know, player. I don't know, man. Hold on, let me change these settings since I made some changes. Yada. All right, cool. Good. All right, so this was some interesting news, and I was like sort of excited until I kind of read further, and then I realized, but maybe I'm, just a little jaded here, but I don't know. Let's see what's going on here. Herman Holst Today, I am thrilled to officially unveil a new studio in the PlayStation Studios family. Team LFG originated at Bungie, but has also rallied developers from across the industry to bring to life an ambitious incubation project that I'm very excited about. The studio is now fully formed and ready to be introduced to the world. I'll let Team LFG introduce themselves properly and give a tiny glimpse of what they've been working on. Hello, world. It's a delight to meet you, and we're very grateful to be joining PlayStation Studios. Our studio is headquartered in Bellevue, Washington, with team members working both on-site and remotely throughout the US and Canada. We are a team composed not just of industry veterans who have shipped titles like Destiny, Halo, League of Legends, Fortnite, Roblox, and Rec Room. Fuck! Yo, I read these lists of games and realize I don't play any of them. So it's kind of, I'm trying to be, I want to be positive. I want to be positive about this, but yeah, but also industry newcomers with fresh creative perspectives and skills. We are passionate about exceptional action-based gameplay, moment-to-moment game feel, and richly social virtual worlds. The LFG in Team LFG stands for Looking for Group. Fuck! They couldn't even come up with a cool name, dog. Yeah,
that sounds stupid.
No, LFG is what people use to find other people to play with. Like, this is a fucking known thing, bro. They even got an app, I think, called LFG or whatever. But
yeah, but do you want to name your studio that?
No, fucking no, dog. No, listen, hold on. There's nothing bad about this yet. We don't know what they're working on. We do know this is a Bungie this was a game that was extracted from Bungie. Oh no, I know that they're working on live service gaming. I know that that's the ultimate goal of this studio.
I know exactly which game.
What game? The Gummy Bear shit?
I think it's that damn. Yep, I think that's what it is. I think this is the team that's been working on that Gummy Bear shit internally.
Dog, nah.
I think they're just putting these dudes off into their own studio.
Nah.
I think that's what it is.
Nah, man.
I'm sick. Don't be disappointed if that's what it is.
I'm not disappointed, bro. I can't be disappointed yet. I haven't seen what they produced. I will say this. I think I'm cool on Marathon. I will say that. I am cool on Marathon. So hopefully whatever they're creating is something different from Marathon. I didn't get it. I wasn't able to get into the closed beta, but I did watch what Persona was playing. And while I don't think it's bad, I think it's more of I do believe that it's more of a PC-centric title. And I think that's ultimately where it's probably going to find its home. It still looks cool, and I still may give it a go when it comes out, just because I hate to leave stones unturned and I hate to make decisions based off of, what other people are playing. But man, just looking at it, it didn't look fun, really. It didn't really look fun at all.
You already know that I ain't fucking with that.
yeah. Nah, I don't think I'm totally turned off to it just yet. I think I want to see maybe a bit more, but I kind of think I am cool on it, right? Like, I feel like the game doesn't have the life that I would love for it to have, and I kind of understand why they tried to keep everything neutral within the game, to stop the fucking, because whether we think that there's a small vocal minority or not, it's clear that PlayStation understands that the effect that they have is pretty huge. But for that group of people, they tried to keep everything gender neutral. They tried to keep, but I just, yeesh. I don't know, man. Right now, I'm at a loss for words, and I'm usually not at a loss for words. But with Marathon, I think it's definitely going to be more of a maybe when it's closer to release, maybe when they do an open beta and I can finally get in, I can, check it for myself. But from what I did see with my own 2 eyes, I don't think I'm gonna like this game.
I mean, if they got open beta, I might hop in there and try it and see.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a go because again, I don't like to make decisions just based off of seeing other people playing some shit. But this was pretty, to say the least. I won't say it's a bad game. It just seems boring. It seems
underwhelming.
Like I'll get tired of it. Yeah, it looks like I'll get. It seems like it's something I'll get tired of extremely fast. But back to Team LFG. We are driven by a mission to create games where players can find friendship, community, and belonging. I'm not gonna lie, at this big age, I don't give a fuck about finding friends, dog. And I am more antisocial than I am social. I think the shirt that I literally have on it says antisocial blessed club. I think that's the reason why it was so easy for me to leave social media and everybody looking at me. It's funny, J-Dub called my phone. Well, he hit my phone and he was like, yo, brother. He was like, boy, we ain't hear from you in a minute. I was like, yeah, man, I ain't on the social medias no more, bruh. I'm just cooling, though. Because, most of the time when people leave social media is because something happened. For me, nothing happened. It was just a revelation that, bruh, I didn't need it. But they say we want our players to recognize familiar names and to make myths and memes out of each other. This is so corny. We want our players to love remembering that one time where they pulled off that play that changed the whole story of the match. As we say on Team, that's the good stuff. I understand where they're going with this. I know what they're trying to do. I know what they're trying to create. I don't know. The game must speak for itself. None of this shit that you're saying right now.
Sick. Do you think maybe, let's say in the future, PS6 generation, we look back on this gen and some of these decisions maybe they didn't age well? When it comes to Sony, like some of their decisions.
I think a lot of the decisions that they have made haven't aged well. And I hate to say it, but the way they kind of did the goddamn, what's that game? The one that just closed down, the fucking Concord? Yeah. For the people who would have been interested in their live service games, I think that's going to be a big red flag for any new live service games that they attempt to bring out. And I know that Helldivers was a success, and I do want to recognize the success of Helldivers, but what they did with Concord, that really left a bad taste. And I get it, but I think they should have at least gave Concord at least a year to kind of figure out if they could save it, if they could do anything with it, even if they were subsidizing it themselves. They make more than enough fucking money. But that would have given people a little faith to say, hey, you know what? They did see it through. They did try to make changes that the audience wanted to see in order to keep the game going. But the way that they just cut off the leg and just said, nah, we good, big dog.
Yeah.
And then you come out with more service games, dog, nobody is going to really have the confidence in you or the faith in you that
when you don't have confidence in the product.
Exactly. Shout out to Hola Moco. He say, Sick, where can I listen to your song Whole Slate? Probably on this channel.
Now,
I don't think I put it anywhere. Yeah.
I will say this, although I'm not confident in these games, these live service games, I would much rather than form new studios to make them than to get their existing single player studios to make them.
I
So
mean,
although
yeah.
this is not a good move, it's a
Well,
better move than what they were doing.
Well, here's the thing. I won't say it's a bad move. I can't say it's a bad move because I don't know what it is that they're creating.
Right.
I
Well,
don't
what
know
I'm saying
what
is
the
like based on
ideology. Yeah, I don't know what the ideology is behind this studio. I know they're trying to tell us and inform us through this text, but I don't know what their thinking is in regards to the studio. I don't know how much they're investing into this studio. I mean, hell, they invested $3 billion into Bungie, and at least they got this out of it, right? Um, but
yeah.
I'm looking at it from that perspective, and I'm looking at it in the sense of I like to give everything a fair shake. I like to give everything a fair chance. So I'm not going to say this studio is a terrible idea just yet. I'm really gonna see how they play this out. I'm gonna see if this ends up the way Concord ended up. You know what I mean? I'm going to see if maybe they put more thought behind it. Maybe they put more ideas behind it. Giving people betas, multiple betas, that's a good start, right? So let's see if they learn from their past mistakes when it came to Concord. Let's see if they try and build the games up now and build up the hype leading to the games, versus just hoping that the game just stands on its own, based on what they believe that they like. I'm gonna give Sony the benefit of the doubt that they were smart enough to do research, and the reason why they keep investing is because they feel like this is the best route for them to take. I am going to hope that they're not just throwing shit at a wall. I am going to hope that they get the influencers lined up and actually market these games the way that they should. Because again, live service games are very different from single player games. Single player games can pretty much sell themselves. Live service games, with all of the live service games out there, you have to find a market for that game. The people aren't just going to come. You have to bring them motherfuckers.
That's a
So,
fact. Because most of the people that are into these type of games have already found their niche game, and that's where they are. So
yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, hey, maybe this game gonna be a runaway hit, man. Maybe this.
And that's the thing. What's up, Ghost in the Garage? Yeah, but that's the thing. That's one of the main reasons why I don't want to be too quick to judge, but I will say this and I will criticize this. That is a stupid fucking name. It goes with the idea of what they want to do, but it's a stupid fucking name. Hey, yo, you played that new game by Team LFG? Team Looking for Group? I mean, hey, dog, you seen that new Looking for Group game? What? Come on, dog. Come on, bro. Y'all have to admit that's a stupid fucking name, bro. That is a stupid fucking name. It definitely goes with what they're trying to do, right? Because they want you to be social. They're creating games where you're gonna need to look for people to play with and stuff like that. So I get it, but nah, dog, nah. I'm gonna have to say nah. um, we will make immersive multiplayer worlds propelled by action games that players can learn, play, and master for countless hours. We want to build our games with our communities, inviting players to be a part of our development process through an early access playtest. See, yes. I ain't even get to that part, but yes, this is it right here. We want to build our games with our communities, inviting players to be part of our development process through early access playtests. I think they're gonna get it right with this one, Link.
Now that sounds like they might be trying to get it right. Now, yeah,
I think
early
they're
access,
gonna
yes.
get it right this time. Because why create a game for $400 million? And no, I'm not saying Concord costs $400 million. I'm just throwing a number out there. Why create a game for $400 million and hope and wish that motherfucker worked when you can invest maybe 20 to 30 million, right? Let people play what you're working on, and then they say, you know what? I think I fuck with this. And then you get
Not these
valuable
fake.
feedback and you spend less fucking money just throwing shit at the wall.
Yeah, not these bullshit ass alphas and betas that come out a month or two before the game come out that are really just glorified demos
Pretty
where
much.
you can actually build the game with the community you're trying to get to adopt the game.
I think that they have learned. I think they've learned. I think they've gotten to the point where they're tired of taking these L's and they're like, let's look at the feedback that we've gotten. Let's really look at the feedback. Let's really hone in on the complaints that the people have had, and let's see how we can fix that. And I think the first place to start would have been playtests. It's critical that we stay nimble enough to react to player feedback, not just in our lead up to launch. Oh my God. God damn. What? This entire paragraph is like what people were complaining about when it came to Concord. Seriously. We want listen to this. I'm going to read the whole thing through. We want to build our games with our communities, inviting players to be a part of our development process through early access playtests. It's critical that we stay nimble enough to react to player feedback, not just in our lead up to launch, but throughout live service as we continue to grow the game and community for years to come. I think this sums up. Exactly where they went wrong with Concord, and I think they understand now. Our first game is a team-based action game that draws inspiration from fighting games, platformers, MOBAs, life sims, and frog type games. What? What? Hold on, let's back up. Our first game is a team-based action game that draws inspiration from fighting games, platformers, MOBAs, life sims, and frog type games. What the fuck is a frog type game? Are they talking about Frogger?
I don't even know, but no, this sounds like that gummy bear game because they said they took inspiration. The rumor said from MOBAs, fighting games, and all this stuff that they're describing sounds exactly like that gummy bear game that was being incubated inside Bungie. I think this is that game. I'm not sure how they're going to clash all this stuff together. But this sounds like the game that was been rumored to be coming out of Bungie.
What the fuck is a frog type game?
I don't even know,
I'm still stuck on that.
Shit up.
Players will inhabit a lighthearted comedic world set in a brand new mythic science fantasy. Why didn't you say science fiction? Whatever. Science fantasy universe. We can't wait to reveal more. Till then, we'll do our best. Thanks for reading. Okay. Maybe when they say frog type games, they are talking about Frogger, but they're just talking about you're going to be jumping all over the place, which then takes me back to that gummy bear thing. And yeah, you might be right. That might be what this is.
So sick. I'm looking at this tweet from Bungie. It's an old tweet from 2023. One of our favorite incubation projects is a team-based action game inspired by several genres in a brand new science fantasy universe. It draws inspiration from fighting games, platform MOBAs, life sims, and frog type games wrapped up in a lighthearted comedic world. So I'm still not finding what a frog type game is.
I think it's just jumping all over the place, you know, like from platform to platform, similar to how what's that game, Smash Brothers? You know how you be jumping all over the place. I'm thinking that's what the fuck they mean by frog type game.
Yeah, I mean, I even Googled it. People
Yeah.
are mysteriously confused by what they're talking about with frog types. I guess that's not something widely. That's not something everybody knows what
It
it is.
might be a term they created. Let's just say
It
that.
could be.
It might be a
It
term
could
they
be.
made up. All right.
Yeah.
Well, anything else on this studio, or we can move on, because we can most certainly
I
move the
mean,
hell on.
I can't say that I'm excited about it, but for you live service fanatics out there, I hope it lives up to the hype, whatever hype it may have, if it's got any hype. You know what I mean?
You never know. It might be the next big thing, man. It might be the next big
Hey,
thing.
man, it might be.
I mean, the Switch got you in fucking wheelchair, nigga. Handy capable. Vroom, vroom. Shooting a basketball, I think. Yeah? No? All right. Well, we can move on, and we can move on to this goddamn trailer, which this one came out of nowhere. Shout out to Caleb Kaiser, because he was like, dog, the new GTA trailer is up, brother. I said, what? So I got to see this. This will actually be me watching this for the first time. I didn't want to watch it until I was on stream, so I don't even know what it's about to show. But let's figure it out. Let's see what we got.
What you doing up there?
Hold on. Why does it look like... Oh, I was going to say, why the fuck it look like this? Shit look crazy as hell. All right.
I'm just fixing some leaks. Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some properties with paying
I can already see, and I know y'all probably ain't going to see it or notice it, but it's already been scaled back from the original trailer. I think this is going to be what we actually get from the game. Now, already, there's a problem that I see with this. I'm not going to say anything right now. I'm going to see if you guys catch it. But it's a little worrisome to me. It's a little worrisome to me. And I'll tell you why.
tenants.
Oh, that's why you came by?
Just go get me my checks.
See you, Brian. Love you, Jason.
Now, let me tell you this. It definitely does. It does look different. But the first major problem that I see here, for me, is that it's 30 FPS. And not only is it 30 FPS, but it's a choppy 30 FPS. I don't know
Sick. I don't even know why you of all people are saying this.
I don't know why this shit is so fucking choppy in a pre-rendered video, bruh. Even
Sony
at
always
30
shows their
FPS.
look. Sony always shows their first party games in the trailers at 30 in fidelity mode. They always do.
Nah, but 30 FPS though, dog, and choppy the way it is. This shit is unnaturally choppy, bruh.
Sick. It's a trailer.
It's still unnaturally choppy.
I don't know. I didn't see that.
That shit is unnaturally choppy, bruh. Maybe it's the monitor that I'm looking at it on. Maybe that could be a possibility. However, what I will say is the game still looks good as fuck. It definitely looks a step back from the original trailer we saw, though. But it still looks good.
I don't know, man. Shit, we're gonna disagree on this one. This trailer looks better to me than the last graphics.
What?
A lot better. Yep. A lot more ray tracing, a lot more detail. Yep.
There's no way you feel like that, Link.
Yes, sir. I do. That's not, yeah, I do.
All right. Bruh, I ain't gonna even lie to you, bruh. This shit look real shit. This looks extremely good, and it definitely looks like Lil Haiti.
I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
I seen you here before.
You might have.
Jay, we got more guns than a law allows.
Hey.
PlayStation.
Hold on.
This is 100 plus details you might have missed from GTA 6 Trailer 2. First, unlike Trailer 1, Rockstar actually provided some context for the story, which says Jason and Lucia have always known the deck is stacked against them, but when an easy score goes wrong, they find themselves on the darkest side of the sunniest place in America, in the middle of a criminal conspiracy stretching.
Alright.
What you doing up there?
I'm just fixing some leaks.
Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some properties with paying tenants.
Well, that's why you came by?
Just go get me my checks.
See you, Brian. Love you, Jason. I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
I seen you here before.
You might have.
Yeah, I think y'all might be right about this one. The lighting just does it looks better than the original trailer.
Hey.
I give y'all that one. I give y'all that one. What up, J-Dub?
The new beginning.
All right, let's run it back. Shout out to J-Dub. He say GTA is captured on PS5 in game. Lots of people are upset that Rockstar came out, reconfirmed that. Oh man, what? What? Oh no, man. See,
Yeah, Rockstar had to put out a tweet today.
Those are the moments that make me kind of want to come back to Twitter a little bit, just a little bit. But I'm cool.
Hey, see, they put out a tweet.
Wait,
put out
so
a tweet today confirming.
Captured. Somebody else said that too. Grand Theft Auto 2. Lunchi said that too.
Yeah, it says Grand Theft Auto 2 was captured entirely in game from a PlayStation 5, comprised of equal parts gameplay and cutscenes. This is a tweet directly from Rockstar. Because I guess people were saying that there's no way this game was still in the PS5.
Word?
Wait, what?
This is on the PS5.
Not even the Pro. They're just saying the PS5. Yep.
Dang. Wow. Word. Okay.
There's so much ray tracing in this damn trailer. It's ridiculous.
Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some properties with paying tenants.
Well, that's why you came by?
Just go get me my checks.
See you, Brian. Love you, Jason.
Honestly, this shit looks really good. Like I told you, the one downfall for me is that it's at 30 FPS.
And it's a cinematic trailer, so like every other developer does. That doesn't mean
but they said some parts were actual gameplay though. They said some parts.
Yeah. You're definitely they're definitely going to show you fidelity mode running at the highest settings with the ray tracing and everything turned up in the 30 frame per second mode, because that's what people want to see. They want to see the visuals, right? In the trailer, that's what people want to see. So
wait.
This
Let
is
me
not.
ask you, did some people really think that they were going that the Xbox was going to have marketing rights for this?
I think some people. No, I don't think that's what it is. I think some people were believing that this is being ran on some kind of high end 5090 PC or some shit like this. This is not actually running on the console.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Right? we already knew that PlayStation from previous interaction that they had the marketing with PlayStation. That
You got a good relationship with Take
Rockstar.
Two.
Well, I'm not gonna say good relationship because relationships can change
But
overnight, as we've
no,
seen.
no, no. But what I'm saying right now, they market most of their games are being marketed by PlayStation. Look at
Well,
Borderlands. They just did a state of play with Borderlands. So
yeah, you want
they
your
obviously
game to be seen in the best light, and I think the
in the best light
industry,
on the best console.
I don't think they care about it being the best. I don't think they care about the console, but I do think they care about the best version of the game. Right.
Right. This is the lead platform for the game.
Yeah, but
I mean, former Rockstar devs have said that PlayStation is the lead platform for this game.
Right, but there's a bigger conversation to be had here, though, right? Because again, what I think people are missing is I think this is very telling. I think this is super, super telling. I think the industry knows exactly what's going on in the background, especially when it comes to Microsoft, which is why Microsoft, they're not even really trying anymore, bro. They're not even really trying anymore. I mean, they're trying to sell games to PlayStation. They're trying to sell games to PlayStation.
Yeah.
But they're
They're trying to be the best EA they can be, you know?
Yeah,
like
pretty
that
much.
Type of developer, yeah.
Pretty much.
But not console shit. That shit is over.
Shout out to John Donuts. He say this is why Sean Layden, he prefers studios to have an in-house engine because of things they can do like GTA 6, The Last of Us 2, Horizon 2. I have to agree. Rage engine is incredible. I like Rage engine for how Rockstar uses it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as far as comparing it to other engines, I don't really think it could sit up to those. I don't think it could sit up next to those other engines, man.
I mean, it's good for what they're doing with it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
For the game they like to make. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, yeah, maybe Decima can, maybe do some things that this engine don't do. But I'll say that, for an open world game with an immersive open world game, this is a great engine, for it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, watching this damn trailer and seeing all this the ray tracing all over the place. Now, and it's high quality ray tracing, and the attention to detail is insane. So that's why a lot of people are like, there's no way this is running on a console, because the ray tracing you're seeing here, is superb. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, oh, this ain't running on PlayStation. They running this shit on a 5090. You know what I mean? And Rockstar had to come out and say, no, this is running on a PlayStation.
I tell you what, the way this city looks, this definitely looks like Dade. This 1000% looks like Miami-Dade.
It does. I mean, see, I ain't never been there before, so I don't know. I mean, you're pretty close to it. So.
It absolutely 100% does. And this scene alone looks so goddamn real. This scene alone looks real as shit. Like they did something crazy with the lighting this time around. And I don't necessarily know if it's just the ray tracing or how they've upgraded their engines. The cars look phenomenal. To be honest with you, I'm going to tell you what the cars kind of look like. Remember that Matrix demo?
Yeah, I remember. I played it.
It kind of sort of looks like that. You seen this, April?
Yeah. It's been all down my timeline on Instagram.
Why you on Instagram? Close your Instagram account.
Okay.
You're done. Okay. You're done. Nah, this looks really good though. It does look like Lil Haiti. That's what I said in the beginning. It really does look like Lil Haiti. Low key. The thing is, in Lil Haiti, you start seeing shit in just like Lil Havana. You start seeing shit in French and fucking Spanish, bro. Like, nah. But this looks good. I ain't gonna lie. At this point, I would have got out the car and shot the shit out of that police. Real talk. I ain't gonna lie. That looked like one of them little 4 or 5. Yeah, like it looked like one of them little 4 or 500s. And we all done seen a nigga that look like this right here.
I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out.
I'm telling you, boy, this shit day one for me, bruh. Day fucking one.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
I seen you here before.
You might have. Hey.
Hey.
I gotta give it to Rockstar. Rockstar might be the only motherfuckers that's out here that could really get black hairstyles right and make that shit look right. Y'all see this shit? Do y'all see this shit? This shit actually looks like black person hair right here, bro. Not that weird fuzzy frizzled shit. The shit that be looking translucent in video games, bro. This shit actually look legit. I don't know a nigga. I don't think I seen a nigga who go out and rob niggas that got a clean ass retwist like this though. Like this man went and got a shape up and everything. He went and got a shape up and everything, and then got ready to go rob some niggas. This looks good. This looks good.
And they got your name, address.
Yeah, they definitely got the hair textures right.
If I don't have to feed horses, I'm there day one. Wait. Kitty.
Oh my God.
Kitty, what you mean, Kitty? If you don't have to feed horses. Yo, my man said if I don't have to feed horses, I'm there day one. Man, you better feed them horses anyway. Whether you there day one or not. They can feed them goddamn horses. Yo, shut the fuck up, Siri. Stop, Siri. God damn. Oh man, are they going to make us eat and drink in this? Possibly. I think that's kind of why they showed the weight set, like back in San Andreas. I don't know if y'all played San Andreas, but you had to lift weights and all that other shit.
Yeah, I remember.
Yo, this looks good, and this looks like, I ain't gonna lie, it look like they in the projects, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this look like. Either they in the projects or this is the prison or some shit. Well, looking at the fucking barbed wire on the fucking roof, I would have to imagine this is a prison escape or some shit. Hold on, let me back it up a little bit. Nah, this is this is the fucking apartment building.
Got your name, address.
Nigga, what apartment building got barbed wire on the top of it? What? I don't think I seen that one. That would be new to me, even in the hood, nigga. That's new. The bars on the windows, yeah, I get it. They get that. But barbed wire on the roof of the apartment building?
They got everything.
Us cops, we gotta protect each other.
Okay, so we dealing with dirty cops. That should have been a given. She definitely looked like a hood booger.
You and me, Lou. We got this.
We got it.
Oh, this is gonna be some old Bonnie and Clyde shit. That's what this is gonna be. This is gonna be some old Bonnie and Clyde shit. I wonder if they're gonna have other playable characters.
Say my city, baby. My city, baby.
What's good, Sig? I can't wait for this game to come out, man. I'm from Texas, and they put swangers on the whole straight fire, man. Hey, yeah, bruh. Them don'ts finna be crazy in this game, bruh. That's one of the parts of this shit that I can't wait for, nigga. Cause I'm gonna have to have something on some 30s, nigga. Something on some 32s, nigga. Let's go.
Come to Fields Ammunition today. We got more guns than the law allows.
Hey.
This apartment look clean as hell. And for all y'all people that like the sun shining in and illuminating certain places, they got all that goodness in here for you. All that goodness. I just hope to God they fix the wonky ass controls. Please, for the love of God, do not bring the GTA 5 controls into GTA 6. I hope they rework that too. Captured on PS5. It says it right there. May 26, 2026. 5/6/26. It's a whole year and like 19 days away. Controls.
Yeah, well, that shit ain't coming out May 26th. That game coming out in the fall of 2026. How would I think?
Yeah, I don't think the game coming out May 2026 either.
Nah, hell no. If you go back and look at what happened with Red Dead, the exact same thing happened. They had a fall window, then they delayed it to like May, and then they delayed it again until the fall, and it actually ended up coming out a year after the initial launch window.
I know the story gonna be fire, so I ain't even tripping. All right, so I did want to move into another conversation that I don't want to get too deep into, but I do want to touch bases on it. Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
What a game.
I had time to jump in and play the game.
Okay.
I think the game is a good game.
Okay.
But I think y'all overblowing how good the game is.
How so?
The music ain't all that.
That music fire. I don't know what you're talking about.
That music is not all that, brother. They have a few tracks, mostly the opera stuff that sounds aight and cool, but the rest of it just sounds like generic ass RPG music. The one thing that did stand out to me, the one thing that did stand out to me is that you said that Ubisoft developers worked on this, and I could not unsee it. When I looked at the running animations, I'm like, yeah, this is definitely Ubisoft. I could not unsee it, dog. Here's one thing. Here's what I would say about this game. Because again, I don't want to get into the story. Did you beat the story yet? I'm sure you did, because I've already beat it.
No, I ain't beat it. I ain't beat it yet, Sick.
Boy, ain't no way.
I haven't beat it yet, man.
How is that even possible?
I've been doing a lot of stuff. I just ain't been doing a lot of gaming, man. But when I have spare time, I've been hopping on and playing it for a few hours.
I haven't been gaming either.
I don't.
And I haven't been late night in the game either. Like normally I'll get on the shit, play for like 8, 12 fucking hours, gotta get up in like 4 hours and shit like that. Nah. I haven't even been playing.
I ain't beat it yet.
Yeah. Nah, man, listen here, bro. Here's what I will say. The things that they've done right, they've done excellent in this game. The one thing that I love about this game is as long as your timing is correct, anything within the battle is blockable or dodgeable or parryable. I love how, I don't know if y'all have figured this out with those pictos, but you can keep putting new pictos on just so that it can learn the Lumina, and then you can take the picto off and still enable the Lumina.
As long as you got enough points, yeah. That's a pretty cool system, though.
I love that about it, and I love the fact that I didn't feel overwhelmed. Even though I got a whole bunch of pictos and shit like that, I got a whole bunch of weapons and stuff, I felt like everything had its place.
Yeah.
I also felt like you got to be real careful how you apply those points. Even though you can retract them, right? You got to be real careful how you apply the skill points. And the one thing that I notice is I'll scan throughout the different what word am I looking for here? The different characteristics or whatever that you're upgrading. And I'll apply a point and see how it affects all the different sections. And then I go with whichever one applies the most improvement overall. I've been doing that this entire time, and my characters are fucking unimaginably fucking strong. They are crazy strong. Now here's the thing. Even though I think I'm like level 50 with Verso, I'm like level 50, 51 with Verso, and then I'm like 49 with Loon. Loon is my girl. That's my girl in that game. Sayel is really good when you learn how to fucking play and use her
with the cards and shit.
Yes, Sayel is good. Mael is good when it comes to fire.
I like Mael.
Bro. When it comes to fire, it's good. But Monoko,
I ain't really figured him out yet.
No, he's the fucking cheat code, bro. If you don't have that nigga in your party, you are tripping, bro.
So what's so special about him? Tell me, because I ain't really been.
He learns every character's moves, bro. When you fight them, he takes their foot and he gets that. Though he uses their moves, bro. Like you can all of those fucking weird ass moves that the NPCs be using on you throughout the game. He can embody all of those, and you, bro. This nigga might be the strongest character in the game. He might be the strongest character in the game, bro. And once I learned about the dark, the light, the fire, the earth, the ice and shit like that, and how it affects the different enemies, bro, that game becomes so fucking easy, bro. Don't get me wrong, you'll still get worked if you go to the wrong fucking place.
Yeah.
Nigga, I went to one of them fucking islands because now I could fly. Not sure if you knew that you were going to be able to fly, but...
I knew you. I saw it in the trailer, so
that might be a spoiler, nigga, but...
That was in the trailer, though.
I learned how to fly and went to some of them places I couldn't get to, and shit, I wish I would have never took my ass to some of them places. Like that little shit that you see in the sky, the little purple fucking, like, dragon lizard thing, bruh. Dog, the shit eats your AP points, bro. Every fucking round, it eats your AP points. So when you get ready to use a skill or do something, nigga, you can't do much of anything, bruh. And dog, I hate the characters that get like fucking 6 and 7 shields. Bruh, bullshit. Straight bullshit.
Yeah, that's a dog. That's a bullshit ability, man.
No. The problem is it's easily overcomable. You can easily overcome it with Mael.
No, she got an ability to take that shit off.
She has a skill called break something. It's called break something, but she literally takes away all of their shields. The problem is if you don't have her in your party, then you're kind of fucked. You kind of fucked if you ain't got her in your party. And I'm not gonna lie, while I used her a lot in the beginning, I kind of ventured away from her and went with Loon, Verso, and Sayel. And then when I realized about Monoko, I added Monoko and took off Sayel. Bruh, I haven't looked back since. I mean, I haven't looked back since. I'm going to tell you one thing that I do wish, though. I wish that you could actively change out characters mid-battle. I wish that was a thing. I had a setup that was so fire, but then I walked into a battle that was so fucked up that any hits that I gave out was just feeding the enemy health. And I couldn't do anything about it. It was my last fucking character. I'd never forget it. The fucking character was a character that absorbs ice. And my goddamn character had an ice weapon. So then all of my skills were kind of surrounded by ice. So it's like anytime I would even try and do just a regular attack, I would be feeding them health instead of taking away health. The shit was nuts, bro. And I'm like, dog, how am I supposed to get around this? Bro? And it was just like, what I ended up doing is just letting them kill me. And then I went and changed my entire setup. And then I walked, I dog walked them then. But the simple fact of the matter is that should have been easily overcomable by allowing me to just switch people in the party. Like, why can't I actively switch out members in the party? Because if I kill everybody, you will let me bring in the reserve party, right? But you won't let me actively just switch between people who are literally sitting right there. Like, come on. I think here's what I'm gonna say, right? Clair Obscur is a great game. It is not without flaws. I have gotten stuck on environments and had to back out to the title screen on multiple occasions because I was just kind of searching. Just because I was searching for shit, and then I got stuck in a place where I couldn't jump or I couldn't climb up, and it's like there was nothing I could do. I couldn't do anything to get out of that situation, so I had to go back to the title screen. For it to be made by 30 people, excellent job. Excellent job. I'm not gonna even complain about the small shit, because the bigger picture here is that this was made by, I think you guys said like 30 people, right? The story, nuts. The story is absolutely nuts.
Yeah, the story so far been really good for me.
No, the story is nuts. When I say nuts, I'm not talking about nuts in a good way. I'm talking about the story is nuts. The shit is bananas. Once y'all figure out what's really going on, you're not gonna be like, you're gonna be like, what? That's what you're gonna say. You're gonna be like, what? What? This whole thing? What? This whole thing? What? That's how I was looking, bro. The entire time throughout the story, bro. Again, you can tell the budget of the game by some of the facial expressions, right? The characters always look shocked. They got these crazy fucking eyes and shit like that.
The lip sync is sometimes be way off.
Yeah, no, it absolutely does. It absolutely is. Gustav and Verso is pretty much the same fucking people. Again, I won't say why that is.
They're not two different people though.
They're not two different people. Again, I don't want to get into that because I don't want to tell you.
I'm just talking. I'm not. Don't tell me. What I'm saying is, Charlie Cox is Gustav, and what's the guy from Final Fantasy 16?
I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's the voice of Verso. Yeah. Well, something Star or whatever.
The thing is, when you find out what happens, you're gonna find out why Mael is important to the story, right? And you're gonna find out what's actually going on. You're gonna find out about Aline. You're gonna find out about Alice. You're gonna find out about a whole bunch of important things, and then you're gonna be like, to a certain degree, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I get it now. But then, to another degree, you're gonna be like, are you fucking kidding me? I sat up here and played this game for this long to find out this? For this to be the revelation?
So, Stick, what would you rate the game? Since you beat it, right?
Yeah. I'll rate this game. I'll give this game a 9. I'll give this game a 9. It's not perfect. It has its flaws. But it does the things that it does very fucking well. Very well. And again, I would not compare this to other big budget JRPGs. I would compare it to Persona. But
would you compare it to that other game they made, Metaphor?
I would compare it to Metaphor, sure. But I wouldn't compare it to like a Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That wouldn't be fair.
I've been seeing that. Yeah, I would
not be fair.
No.
The reason why is because the budget is clearly bigger. The story is something that is, from a legacy perspective, a lot of people already kind of knew the story of Final Fantasy VII, so it's not fair there. And people already enjoyed and loved this game a long time ago. But for a new entry into a new game, and this, I will say this about Clair Obscur, I don't want a sequel to this game.
May not need one. Maybe good just as it is.
It should. This game. I do like some of the music, but then some of the other music just gets fucking annoying.
Yeah, I like the game so far. I should be finishing it up soon, but I think, man, for a brand new studio to come out with a game at this level for $50, I'm impressed, man. I think they did a good job. So the music I find to be great, the gameplay, the story, so far I like, and
Yeah.
I
I
like
wouldn't
turn-based
say the
RPGs, but this
story
is
is
kind of
I wouldn't say the story is great, but the stories have been so terrible in other games that this story appears to be great. It's not a great story. The writing is not great. It is
well. I
not
mean,
great, bro.
so
Have
far
you
I'm
listened to
enjoying
some
it.
of those lines? Have you listened to some of the dialogue within context? Some of the shit that they've been saying? Dog, don't play this game while you're listening to something else. No. Play this game and actually listen to the dialogue, and you tell me that that's great fucking writing. Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. No. I'm not even gonna play that game.
I mean, Sick. No, we're not saying it's on the level of a Santa Monica or
No. I'm not even comparing it to no PlayStation Studios. I'm comparing this just to itself, bro. To be honest with you, for real. You know what I'm saying? Just you can judge something just based off of what they provide, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm not judging this game versus any other games. I'm judging this game based on what they produced, what they put forth, what they put right in front of me. That's what I'm judging this based off of. This game, I think, costs like $50 or something like that, 40 or 50. I don't even remember.
it's
It costs something.
$49.99.
Yeah, it costs something. So
Yeah.
And I think the price point was right for this game. Heck, to be honest with you, I think they could have got away with 60. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see a issue or a problem with the pricing. The pricing is not the problem. But if we're gonna say that this is a great story, you have to tell me what part of this story you thought was great, and I guarantee you, nah, absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. And the ending makes it worse. It makes it work. Wait till you get to the ending, and
Yeah,
then
I don't
you
even want to
find
talk
out
about that.
exactly what the fuck is going on. You're gonna be like, nah, get the fuck out of here, bro. You're gonna be like, get the fuck out of here. I played through all of this for this? Ain't no fucking way, dog. Ain't no fucking way, dog. But
So
again, since I'm handcuffed and I can't really talk about it at length, I'm not gonna do it because I'll fuck around and slip up, and y'all niggas will be y'all will just be spoiled. So let's move to the next topic, whatever that may be. What else you got for me, Link? I
got
know
another
you.
topic? You got another topic?
Yeah, what you got for me?
Ain't no
What you got for
guessing.
me?
Oh man, let me see some of the conversation I've been having. So I was having a conversation this morning. We were not this morning. I think it was yesterday. Maybe it was yesterday. Maybe it was yesterday about Saros. It started with Saros, right? About
Saros.
I think I
Okay.
brought up Returnal, talked about Returnal and the difficulty and stuff like that. And I was talking about Saros, how they're saying they're trying to make the game a little bit more accessible by giving you some permanent unlocks and player progression, so that you feel as though even though you die on each run, you're going to get a little stronger. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I said that's cool, and then the conversation came up about how the game needs more accessibility and the ability to have infinite items and all these easy modes and all this extra shit. And I was like, well, I don't know if they need to do all that.
Well,
They could make the game a little bit more accessible, but when you talking about infinite items and all this accessibility stuff, I mean, I guess I said I don't think the game needs that.
here's the thing,
Um,
right? If Saros, if Housemarque listens to the feedback of these people who are not gonna play their game anyway, regardless,
but what
they're
they
gonna
do,
lose what makes them Housemarque.
right?
Housemarque
Right.
has never made just easy games, bro. Every game that they've made, even
Right.
including Resogun, have been a challenge because it's about you overcoming said challenge.
Right.
It's about you pushing yourself to the limits for you to, be able to think outside the box in difficult situations.
Right. So this is how this conversation went. I said, well, the challenge is part of the experience, right? For certain developers, right? So like From Software, for example, they don't put a bunch of accessibility shit, easy modes, infinite items, infinite health. They don't do all that because overcoming the challenge is part of the game that they're making, right? That's part of the experience. So I was told, why do you care if they put easy mode and accessibility? I said, if the developer want to do that, that's their vision. But if a developer don't want to do it, then I'm okay with that, you know? So what do you say to the people who say, I want easy modes, I want accessibility options, I want infinite items in a game that don't have it, right? And their comeback to me is, how does it affect you because I play the game on easy or I want infinite health or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you say to that?
I say whatever the developer has in mind is what I would be looking for within the game.
Right.
Once you take
That's
the
exactly what I said.
once you take the creativity away from the developer, then
Mhm.
the developer is no longer controlling how they develop games, and now they're developing games to fit your play style.
Right.
And my thing is, I'm not mad if they make the games easier or something like that
No,
for you,
not at
because
all.
some people just aren't good at games. But I also think that you shouldn't play games that you're not good at and you don't want to learn.
Right. Right. Or you shouldn't be trying to force developers to make something if they don't see that they need to put an easy mode or all this other shit in their game,
Or
then play a different game.
what they should do, and it'll stop all this nonsense, is they should give you an easy mode, but the easy mode omits all trophies.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So if you decide to play on that mode, that's just because you decide to play on that mode. But you cannot earn any of the challenge related trophies that require you to learn the game and how to play the game. Like, again, that's where it would be unfair for other people. You're getting rewarded because you decided to play on a difficulty that was designed for somebody who might be handicapped,
have a disability.
Yeah.
But so I don't, like I said, whatever the developer want to do, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with them making the game they want to make. But what I'm not going to be out here doing is saying, oh, From Software need to put easy mode in their games. Why don't they have all the accessibility? Maybe that's just not the game for me. You know what I'm saying?
I don't, again, that's another thing. I'm not going to argue that. I don't care what difficulty you decide to play on when you're playing the game. That's up to you. But if you're solely playing the games just to obtain the trophies and say that you beat said game or got the platinum in said game, that should not be a bragging right for you.
Right.
Because
if the game got
you're
easy
bragging
mode,
about something where you played the game at a lowered level of difficulty. PlayStation decided to take away the difficulty trophies, and that made all of the platinums from their games seem pretty fucking useless. Because you could play it on any fucking difficulty and obtain every single trophy in the game. It doesn't, you don't feel a sense of accomplishment. Maybe some of y'all do. I don't feel a sense of accomplishment and haven't felt the sense of accomplishment with any of PlayStation Studios games, except for Returnal.
Yeah, Returnal is one of the only few. I mean, if you look at a game,
is the only fucking game in the past few years when it comes to PlayStation that I felt you had to really work to get that platinum.
You did. That shit's tedious. But a game like, look at a game like Spider-Man. This damn shit, the platinum is like 25%, right? I mean, that's
I did the platinum in literally like 19 hours.
Yeah. You know, where something like Returnal is like 1.3%. You know what I'm saying? But no, I mean, I don't have a problem with people playing on easy mode. Hell, you know, like Stellar Blade, right? If you put Stellar Blade on easy mode, the game pretty much, like when you're fighting an enemy, every time they get ready to do attack, the game pauses like a QTE, so you could parry it or dodge it or whatever. Like you're not even playing the game. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But if the developer decide to put that in there, I ain't got a problem with it, right? But I'm not gonna sit here and say Soros should have all these accessibility options, right?
It should have accessibility options. It should, but those
they're not
accessibility options should omit trophy earning in that game. You didn't earn a trophy. You were basically given it because you played it in a mode that the game determined that you weren't fully capable of playing with two normal hands. Like, nah. Nah. No, I'm not for that. Make Sorrows however the fuck you want to make Sorrows. Make it as difficult as you want to fucking make it. The people who want to learn to play the game will play it.
There are plenty of games that are very accessible that have all kind of options that you can turn on. And honestly, those options are really for people who have some kind of disability. But if you want to use that stuff to be able to beat the game or whatever, to get all the trophies, okay, you know. So let me ask you a question, Sick. Did you see the rumor about the so-called PlayStation handheld? I think they were saying it's supposed to be a little weaker than a PS5 or something. These are rumors, right? Again, I really hope this is not true. I really just hope this is not the direction Sony want to go in. I know I have conversations on the regular with people about how they want a PlayStation 6 to be some kind of hybrid Nintendo Switch type device with lesser specs, because they're saying we've reached the plateau of hardware. We don't need more hardware, better hardware. We just need portability. So, you know,
says who? If you need
these people,
portability,
these PlayStation guys, these are PlayStation guys.
No. There's plenty of handhelds out there for you. Go choose one.
Microsoft about to put one out, the Project Keenan.
As a matter of fact, PlayStation got one for you. It's called the PlayStation Portal. If you want to play handheld, go grab that and play your shit handheld, bro.
But what do you think about these rumors? I don't even know where these rumors are coming from. I really hope they're fake. But if this PS6 is supposedly a hybrid with weaker specs than the PS5, I'm not. Count me out. I don't want that. You know.
If PlayStation does that, nah, I'm cool. If PlayStation
they might be
does
listening
that,
to the wrong people.
They're literally telling you to just stick with your PS5.
Yeah, I mean,
They're saying we're stupid motherfuckers, and there's no need for you to buy this new shit. Again, I'm sorry, I don't know who made the decision or said to themselves, we're okay with port. I don't even fucking like handhelds like that.
Me either.
So
I don't.
The fact that I don't like handhelds like that, and you're trying to turn the whole goddamn console into some stupid hybrid fucking handheld, that'll be the first PlayStation I miss. I promise you.
Yeah, I won't support that. I know, but there's been a lot of people out here asking for it. I really hope PlayStation is not listening to these people, because they would really torpedo their whole business.
Let them do it.
Sometimes they're saying this is what I'm hearing. They're saying, well, now that they've killed Xbox, it's time to go after Nintendo's market share.
It's not
with the hybrid.
It's not. Nintendo
and I just don't get it.
And do as they live.
Right.
And it don't even need to be a competition. The problem is y'all want something to fight. Y'all need something to be fighting.
Maybe
y'all
that's
need
what it is.
Platforms to be fighting each other. And PlayStation does not need to fight Nintendo, bruh.
Nah, they can coexist and both do the things that they do. Sony makes great home console hardware. Nintendo makes a good handheld that you can dock to the TV. They don't both need to be in the same competing directly against each other. Like, they don't need to do that. Look, okay, man. Look, and I was trying to explain to these people. They're like, well, but with the PSSR, you don't need. They keep telling me with AI upscaling and all this shit, you don't need better hardware. You just need portability. And I'm saying,
with the PlayStation Portal.
Look at the Nintendo Switch 2, man. Like, I'm excited about the Switch 2. I pre-ordered one, but look at Street Fighter 6. The shit is running at 540p internally, being upscaled to 4K.
The game looks terrible, bro.
And
I'm sorry.
And it doesn't even have the muscle deformation tech that's in the current gen in the PS5 version, right? So I'm not trying to go backwards. You know what I mean? Because I want PlayStation to come out with a new piece of hardware that, more powerful GPU.
War is over. If you want a handheld device, go grab that Nintendo. If you want the home console, get the PlayStation. And if you want to waste money,
them both.
go grab you a PC, my nigga. Like it's
right.
It's real simple.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I just really this conversation just keep coming up. I feel like I'm in the twilight zone. Like these dudes are talking about it. Don't even. That's yeah. Hey, Sid, did
Nobody
you play?
wants this dumbass argument. I know I don't.
No, I don't. I really don't think PlayStation can be that stupid. I really don't. Have you played the Days Gone remaster? Oh, you haven't played it. Okay, I hadn't
Well,
either. I was just wondering if you had played it.
I've been
I ain't
so
playing
busy with work that I haven't even got deep into Assassin's Creed Shadows, bro. And that was what I was looking forward to playing the most. And because I now have to start that game over so I can fucking remember what the fuck happened when I was playing it, because I didn't get too far, but I got far enough that I wouldn't even remember where the hell I was when I was playing. So I'm going to have to restart that over. That's why I just started Clair Obscur. And now that I'm finished with Clair Obscur, which that final boss battle was fucking fun as hell, now I'm probably going to move back to Assassin's Creed Shadows. I got days going, though, so, you know, when I have some time where I'm not really paying anything, I'll boot that up. Did you play it?
I don't like that game. I don't think it's worth the $10 upgrade. So, I'm not going to stick. It just, Sick, some games just don't resonate with certain people. And I've put countless amount of hours into that game, and it just does not speak to me.
No. If it ain't for you, it just ain't.
And
for you. At least you gave it. I
just don't. Yeah. I mean, I put almost 50 hours into it, so I just didn't. The characters, the game, graphically, the game is beautiful. Even on the PS4, it was a beautiful game. Didn't really get vibe with the gameplay. Didn't care for the motorcycle. Don't like the characters. Just for whatever reason, I just I didn't like it. But the game is from what it looks like, the upgrades are pretty good. I mean, it's got some the lighting and some other stuff they said is been upgraded and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I would want more than this from Studio Ben, but I guess this is what we're going to get from them because their game was canceled. So, I guess.
We 5 years but for the people, this generation almost.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if any of y'all see it being a problem or being problematic that we've been receiving more remasters than anything.
If we were getting the remasters and a bunch of new games, it wouldn't stand out. But the fact that Naughty Dog has remade Last of Us Part 1, remastered Last of Us Part 2, repackaged it, releasing all this bullshit on PC, but yet we're still waiting. Intergalactic looks cool, but
oh my god, that I can't wait for that.
We don't have no idea when I'm thinking 2027 on that one. So
I think it'll be sooner than that.
I don't think so.
Why you say that?
Well,
what new info you got?
I ain't got no new info. I did read a while back when Jason Schreier said that from his contacts, they're saying this is looking like from people within Naughty Dog he's spoken to, this is looking like a 2027 release.
Why the fuck they showed that shit in 2024, nigga? Like, what?
I mean, we saw Last of Us Part 2, and we didn't get that for a few years, so, yeah, I don't, I'd be super excited if we got that game next year, but think about it, right? They announced the game, right? Put out a little trailer. They haven't said, hey, you're going to see gameplay end of this year. Whereas with Saros, they said, hey, we're later this year, you're gonna see gameplay. We're gonna show you how this game plays and all this stuff, and it's coming out next year. I think if Naughty Dog was shooting for a 2026 release, you would have heard more than we got a little trailer for you. They'd be talking about 2026. We're showing you gameplay in 3-4 months.
Back to cooking, huh?
They cooking, man, but yeah, they cooking. But I don't think you're getting the game from. I don't think you're getting Intergalactic next year. I think 2027 would be what I would be looking for that game. But yeah, a lot of their studios, their output is slowed tremendously. And that's why you're seeing it hasn't felt that bad though. You know why?
It's not
Because
because
they're
we got
making all
games,
these. We got games. They're making deals with
especially
Korean
Xbox
studios
games.
and Chinese studios, and we're getting Xbox games and third parties ramping up. So we're getting so many games. It's not really feeling like a drought, because. But
It isn't, and when we talk about PlayStation output of games, we're only talking about their first party studio.
First
games.
party.
We're not speaking to the output of games that's coming from all these third parties and all of these deals that they're making behind the scenes. No, we're not talking about that at all. We are solely talking about PlayStation
first party studios
output.
Yeah, PlayStation Studio outputs. Yeah, which this year we're going to get Ghost of Yotei.
Can't wait for that.
And Death Stranding 2. Even though Death Stranding 2, it's a PlayStation Studios game, even though they don't own the studio. Can't wait for that shit. So we're still going to get 2 bangers this year, So, and we for sure know Staros is next year, but
I want Mind's Eye. That's that game. I'm really looking forward to that. Which is why I was kind of okay, and still am okay, with GTA 6 quote unquote being delayed, even though they never gave us an official date. Mind's Eye better live up to the hype, bro. It better live up to the hype for me. Yeah, Lost Soul Aside keep getting pushed back though.
Yeah, what's going on with that? Because man, listen, May was the perfect month for this game. There's not
April
a lot of
1st.
stuff.
It was
April
April
1st?
Then it was in April 1st, and then it got moved
to May.
And then it got moved to August.
May was a great month to release it though. There's not a lot of stuff coming out in May. You got 2 months between that and Yotei, because I think Yotei is what, July? Wait, is Yotei? No, that's October. Death Stranding 2 is July. Death Stranding 2 is just, and what I'm saying is it was a good window to release that game, and now you're releasing it in August, and there's a lot of stuff coming out in August. So
there's only one Marvel game that I want to see, and that's the Wolverine.
Oh yeah, I want to see that.
That's what I'm looking forward to. I don't care about no Venom spinoff, because I have heard of that and some other shit. Give me Wolverine rated R.
Yep.
Or rated
Mature.
M.
Yeah, all the blood and gore. I want to be seeing dismemberment. I want to see all of it, which they said that's what it's going to have. So,
Yep.
That's a 2026 release too. That's rumored to be 2026. So for 2026, so far you got Saros and Wolverine possibly.
GTA
I don't know
6.
what else could be coming. And GTA. Well, I was talking about Sony first party, but yeah, GTA 6. Yeah, GTA 6. I just, I'm not sticking to that May release date. We'll see if they can hit it. I'm not optimistic that they will, but
Gears
we'll see.
coming out this fall?
August. Gears.
Yeah, I'm
so
about that too.
I wasn't in there when you were talking about Gears or whatever, but it was rumored that it was a Gears trilogy. We'll come to find out it's just a remaster of the first game. But it's launching day and date with PlayStation as well as Xbox and PC. I kept telling people, I've been saying this. I said, man, really after what's that shit south of midnight? Really? I think from here on out, everything they release is going to be day and date on PlayStation. People are telling me they still think Gears, what's that Gears E-Day is going to be a staggered release. Why? Why would you stagger release it? If you know it's coming to PlayStation,
special.
They want to make. Do you want to make people still feel special, or do you want to make money? Right? Because I think Microsoft want to make money. Look at that damn Forza Horizon. Shit sold. Forza Horizon sold 1.2 million copies in 2 weeks. That's pretty good.
How much
for an old game? 1.2 million.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
Shout out to John. Hold on, one second. Shout out to John Baptiste. He say Xbox is out here remastering the game they've already remastered in 2015 for Xbox One. They really pulled the Last of Us Part 1 and got us playing the same game within 3 generations.
Well, it's a new game for PlayStation players, though.
It's a new game for PlayStation.
Yeah,
so.
new game for PlayStation. Yeah. Hey,
Shout
Sick,
out
it's
to
gonna have
Board
crossplay.
Country. He say, Sick, is it a thing with stupidity? Then we have a pandemic. Everything shut down for 2 years. So why are these clowns clamoring for PS4 cadence? Shit, I don't know.
What do you mean?
Here's my thing
We'll get
though.
that one.
It's not even about PS4 cadence at this point. At this point, I don't know what type of cadence they got.
You got studios that haven't released a game. We're 5 years into the generation. That's not about a cadence. It's about what the hell is going on. That's what we do. Which I think it was this live service push, to be honest with you. I think Jim Ryan fucked up a little bit with this shit. But maybe they'll get it back on track. I much prefer announcements today like LFG. I much prefer shit like that than you telling Naughty Dog and Insomniac and shit to be making them kind of games. So if they gonna spin off and make new studios to make this bullshit, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. And don't take the studios that make games I like to turn them into live service factories. So yeah. Hey, but yeah, I mean, think about this shit. Think about the irony of this shit, right? All right. Xbox 360 generation, right? PlayStation wanted crossplay, Microsoft didn't want it, right? Last gen, Microsoft wanted crossplay, PlayStation didn't really want to play nice, right? Now they're pretty much playing nice with the crossplay. Now you're going to be able to play a fucking Gears of War on PlayStation and be able to turn the crossplay off and only play with PlayStation gamers.
Yeah.
This shit is, man, if you'd have asked me this 5 years ago, I'd have been like, there's no way this is possible.
Nope.
There's no way.
Went into the boardroom. I'm not a boardroom. Somebody at Microsoft, at Xbox headquarters or whatever, somebody said, it's a wrap for this shit. We tried. Everything must go. Maybe even you.
Everything. Yeah, man. But you know what's sick? You know what I was thinking about the other day? Maybe this was the plan the whole time. Maybe Phil, this was his plan. I'm not saying when he first got the job, but what I mean is over the last few years, he's pretty much dismantled everything that they championed, and it's the irony of seeing a tweet today saying the case is closed, the FTC is pretty much lost their battle with Microsoft in the ABK situation. This is the deal that these guys were championing.
That was still ongoing?
It was still ongoing, yeah. As of today, it's official. I guess the FTC had appealed it or something like that, but it's done now. As of today.
Oh, okay.
But they were sick. They were championing for this stuff. All this stuff that's happening, they don't even realize that they were cheering it on the whole time. So, I mean.
So minus 2 years, we're in 2016 right now. PS4 level. Wait. What? What do you mean by that? I mean, you could. It's not even about the PS4. It's about the lack of PS5. Oh, okay. No. I see what you're saying. As far as the output goes, because they started off slow, and they ended with
they ended strong. Yeah, they ended strong. But
I see what
I mean. But think about it, right? How many games did we get from Naughty Dog in the PS4 generation?
PS4 generation? We got
New
Uncharted
games.
4,
New games.
We got Lost
Legacy.
We got
Last of Us Part 2.
Last of Us Part 2. Yep. We got 3 new games.
At this rate, do you think you'll get 3 brand new games from Naughty Dog this generation?
No, not at all.
Do you think you'll get 2 games?
Maybe
2 games.
If they start pumping out shit, right? Like
they got 2 single player games in development right now.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Maybe they got more than 1 game going right now.
They got 2.
So
yeah, they said they have 2. They said they have Intergalactic, and they have another team working on a single player game. They haven't said anything else other than they have another team working on another single player narrative driven game. Okay. We don't know what it is, but they have said that.
I'm with it.
I don't know if both of those games come out this gen, but it's a possibility.
I mean, again, like I said, there's really no shortage of games, right? And
No.
And I guess that's why it's like, does it even really matter? But I do love when PlayStation Studios put out their games, and you see the production value and the level of quality that they put into the titles that they have. So that is something that I definitely look forward to. But I mean, just like now, like even with Claire Obscure Expedition 33, that was pretty much a banger that kind of came out of nowhere. A lot of people didn't know what to really think about it, but then when you play it, I'm not gonna lie to you, the game feels extremely different when you're playing it versus when you're watching it. Like when I was watching those trailers that they put out at the PlayStation State of Play, and the trailer that they had at the Xbox show or whatever, I was thinking that this game was going to be a totally different type of game than what it turned out to be. And honestly, I love the direction that they went into. Like I said, I love the fact that they make it an active battle type situation instead of it just being turn-based where you just sit and wait for your turn to be hit or whatever. You actually get the ability to fucking defend yourself when the other player is playing, which I really love that.
You better defend yourself because these enemies got moves that'll take a whole character out of the fucking battle if you don't parry it.
I got eaten by the fucking Virgin. I got fucking I hate when they fucking cast silence, dude. Like I fucking hate it so much. But with the way my heals are set up, it cures those status effects as well. And it also cures it. I have the God, I think it's called Revitalize or something like that with Loon, where I can literally cure everybody simultaneously, and it takes off all status effects. Luna. We should be getting a showcase this month. I don't care about no showcase, man.
I don't even think they're doing no showcase this year.
Bro, I don't even care about no show. I don't care about no fucking showcase. Let's just get out the games we're trying to get out right now.
There'll be a bunch of third-party games anyway. I don't care about no showcase, man.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't know. Oh, they're gonna showcase this summer.
But man, let's be clear. If they do come out with a showcase, I'm watching it. I'm there. I'm 100% there. But I don't care about the showcase. Like I'm not looking forward to it.
Do you think what's that game Pragmata coming out from was it Capcom?
Bro, I don't think that game is ever coming. I think they thought about the idea and said, "Fuck this shit," and they scrapped that shit. They just ain't telling nobody.
Do you think that's the deep down of this generation?
It might be, dog, because we saw that shit at the beginning of the generation, and then they kind of went silent on it, and then they showed a video saying we're sorry, but the game is going to be delayed, and then we never heard about it again. So I don't even know, bro. I don't even know, bro. They've kind of taken the air out of that game for me. But it could be revitalized. All they got to do is show me a nice ass fucking trailer with some gameplay, nigga, and I'm back. I'm phony, dog. I'm back like a motherfucker, nigga. Just wait. I haven't been thinking about a showcase. Nah, I don't think anybody have been thinking about a showcase, nigga, because everything is a showcase. When Xbox do they shit in June, nigga, that's a showcase for PlayStation. I'm just saying, like with what his name, Jeff Keighley, when he does the Summer Games Fest, nigga, that's a showcase for PlayStation. Like it's all this shit is a showcase for PlayStation, bro.
What have you sick? You know what the bot's been saying about all these games coming to PlayStation?
What?
Now the talking point is, I don't even know. They're trying to somehow turn these L's into W's, but
it's getting really desperate now. But they're saying now that what you probably heard this. I don't know if you might have heard it. They're saying Microsoft is taking PlayStation over by releasing all these games
Okay.
on PlayStation.
Yeah.
So
I mean, just like Sega is taking over PlayStation by releasing all these games on PlayStation.
EA is taking over
EA
PlayStation.
is taking over PlayStation by releasing all these games. Ubisoft. You know what I mean? All of these third-party developers are taking over play. Look, that's how PlayStation became a behemoth, by third-party publishers taking over PlayStation.
It's kind of sad, man, to see these dudes go out like this, but
it's not. They never learn.
They still aren't learning, even now.
You never learn. They never learn, bro. They never learn. It is
now. Some of the smart ones saw the writing on the wall. They jumped. They said, "Let me just buy a PlayStation."
Yeah, man.
Get all the
Xbox.
It
is a Trojan horse. It is a Trojan horse. It's a place for Xbox to finally be able to sell their games and actually make money and profit on the video games that they create. It's so great that when they take over PlayStation, they're going to totally forget about Xbox. How's that working out? Shout out to Future Element. He said, the game I'm disappointed in never seeing is Little Devil Inside. Yo, I don't know what happened with Little Devil Inside. I that is another one that I'm just like, what? Because apparently that game was around for years prior to it getting announced for the PS5. So, and I'm pretty sure it was going to be announced for the PS4 as well. It was already on PC.
I read that game like a year ago. They rebooted the development of the game completely.
What?
Yeah, it was like a year ago. I read it. The developers had restarted development of the game, so that's why we haven't heard anything.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I read it. I read it on a website and I read it on Twitter about the devs had to reboot the whole game, like start over again. So
that's crazy, bro. It's crazy to me because it's a smaller game, right? It's not like it's some big AAA game and you got to be worried about this and that and the third. It is a smaller title, and they, you know what? I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens with that. It's pretty fucking sad, though. What else you got?
I don't really have anything else.
What? You mean to tell me the internets and the Twitters? Let's see.
Hey, have you been watching the Last of Us television show?
Bro, I seen one episode, dog.
Sick. You need to watch the next 3. You need to watch it. I really want to hear what you got to say about this bullshit.
I'm gonna get on it tonight, man. I'm gonna get on it tonight because I don't think I'll boot up that. I don't think I'll boot up that Clear Obscure tonight.
Go ahead and watch it, man. Watch that greatness and tell me what you think.
Bro.
I'm getting close to just not even finishing it.
Bro. What? Oh shit. Claire Obscure sold 2 million copies.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. Sick. Let me tell you something, man. Something happened in episode 4. And I was like, why did they do that?
It wasn't in the game?
Hell no, it wasn't in the game. And it was a weird time to do what the character did. Like, it was just so out of place what ended up happening. And I was like, okay, I know I ain't tripping. Then I went on the internet and saw a lot of people were saying the same thing. Like, this doesn't really make any sense for this character to do that right now. But yeah, man, the show is moving at a fast pace. They're cutting out a lot of stuff.
And I'm just not buying it, man. I just don't think Bella Ramsey on her own can carry the show.
Right.
I'm just not seeing it, man. I mean, she's not a bad actress, but I'm just not seeing her having the ability to carry the show. And whatever the girl name who's playing Dina, she's a great actress, but she ain't Dina. So it's not working for me. It's not working. She seems like somebody who came straight out of a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse episode. You know what I'm saying? She's too happy. She's too excited, smiling all the time. I don't know, man.
Oh man. Wait, what happened? Wait, say what? Hold on. Sony has reportedly given the boot to Little Big Planet's hero Sackboy. Yeah, because Sackboy is Astrobot. They took him from being some yarn to being a fucking robot. Y'all haven't realized that yet? Yeah, the PlayStation logo has been used for a while now and still features a number of iconic characters, including Nathan Drake, Ratchet and Clank, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Astrobot, among others. However, while Sackboy was originally featured in the bottom right of the logo, he's now missing altogether.
Okay.
My thing is, Sackboy and Astrobot are literally the same individuals. It's literally the same individuals, just a different skin. I don't see that as being a big deal, but I guess.
I mean, do you really need both of them in the limelight? I don't think so.
I don't think PlayStation needs a fucking mascot, but it appears that they're looking for one. And that fucking sucks. Because again, once you get to that point, then you start focusing all of your efforts on trying to recreate the success of that said thing over and over and over. Bro, I don't want to Astrobot every fucking year. I really don't. Some of y'all probably do, but I personally don't. I think Astrobot was good for what it was. Let's move on. Let's create something else.
Yeah, exactly.
But if they're thinking to do to Astrobot what Nintendo has done to Mario, yeah, I'm out on that one, dog. I don't see it. Again, I feel like companies become stagnated when they do that. Same way Xbox, they started focusing on Halo, Gears, and Forza. That literally became their central focus. Until it just didn't work anymore. I mean, how many Halos are you going to create, bro? How many Gears of War are you going to fucking create, bro? Sometimes it's good to just let some shit go and let some shit rest. Now, I'm not going to lie. I would love to see, and this is going to sound hypocritical as fuck, but I would love to see another Uncharted. It doesn't necessarily have to be featuring Nathan Drake. But I would love to see another Uncharted. But I think the reason why that is because we've given that IP some time to rest. It's not a yearly thing. It's not coming out every fucking, hell, not even every other year. So why not? I just don't want them to lean so heavily on one IP that we stop getting other IPs.
Right.
I'm glad that Celine and Returnal paved the way for Sorrows.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So,
what a game, man! What a game Returnal was. Still one of the best PlayStation 5 exclusives to this day.
Absolutely, 1,000%.
Utilize every bit of that hardware. You know, they did patch it recently. They put out a patch for it.
I've heard it looks really good. So it looks
really
crispy.
Yeah, now it's running at, they said 2.5 times the resolution. I'm not sure what that ends up being.
So what the
but
fuck was the resolution before?
It was 1080p upscale to 4K.
And it's 2.5 times more than 1080p. 1080p
Yeah.
fits into 4K. What, 4 times?
No, I think 720p.
Or 720p fits into it 4 times. Nigga,
yeah,
so what the fuck is the resolution if the shit is 2.5 times from 1080p?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Hold on, let me see if I can look this up. 2.5 times 1080p. Let's see, what is... let's see. 1920 by 1080. Scale that by 250. Huh. I don't know if this is right. But 250% of 1080 is 3036 by 1708.
Yeah, they say they're saying the game's running 3072 by 1728.
Okay, so I was a little bit off, and I used the whole last fucking Omni calculator. It says 3036 by 1708, which is 5.2 megapixels. But yeah, it was close to the measurements that you said, so it looks like it's just a tad bit higher than 2.5, which still isn't 4K, but a lot closer.
Yeah, it's basically running at 1728p.
Done whooped herpes.
Yep.
Yeah, which, cool. They didn't give us the ray tracing that the PC version had, so I was a little disappointed by that. But, it's still an upgrade. It does look a lot sharper, I will say that. It's a lot clearer.
Mm-hmm. That's what people were saying. They were saying it's a lot sharper. So,
and it runs.
That's good.
Like 60, don't have no frame drops anymore. But I can tell, but
so they could trick some of the people some of the time, but they can't trick you, huh?
Trick who?
You.
What you mean?
I said they can trick some of the people some of the time, but they can't trick you because you said no drops, but you can.
Nah, because when I was playing I was playing the game recently trying to get the platinum. There were a few times where the game would, I don't know if it was a glitch or something, but the frames would drop really low. Not a lot. It happened maybe 2 or 3 times. Like I said, it could have been a bug, but it dropped really low. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because it never did that when I played it on the original PS5.
I remember playing it on the original PS5, nigga. That motherfucker started moving like a slideshow.
I was playing co-op with somebody one time, and then the shit started slowing down. I was like, what the fuck going on? I was like, maybe this shit is a bug. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't even nothing on the screen that really would have made the game slow down like that. I wasn't fighting nothing. So I was like, what the heck is going on? So, no, I fully expect Soros to fully utilize the PlayStation 5 Pro. Now, I really wish that the studio either create their own engine or use one of Sony's in-house engines, but they seem happy working on Unreal. So, Returnal was Unreal Engine 4. I would imagine Saros is probably Unreal Engine 5, maybe. I know it's Unreal. I just don't know which version they're using. Yeah, they don't,
Why are
obviously
they
this.
calling Clear Obscure Expedition 33 JRPG? That's not a fucking JRPG.
No, it's a turn-based RPG. It's not a Japanese RPG because it's not made by a Japanese studio.
Yeah, it's not made by a Japanese
It's
studio,
inspired.
and it doesn't have anything to do with Japanese RPGs at all.
Developers said they were inspired by several different Japanese RPGs, but it itself is not a JRPG.
Yeah, it is not. Not with them English-speaking ass characters.
No, it's not JRPG.
And when I say English, I mean the Queen's English.
Yeah,
Remedy says Control 2 is tracking well towards the next milestone. Max Payne 1 and 2 remake making great progress. That's something I am interested in. Max Payne 1 and 2 remake. I do want to play that.
I do, yeah. I do want to play that. I want to play Control 2, so yeah. For some reason, Remedy games don't sell for whatever reason. But they make good games, but for some reason their games just don't sell great. They sell and break even, and that's about it.
More job layoffs at Respawn. I never understood that. I thought Respawn, they're the ones who made that goddamn live service game, Apex Legends.
Yeah. They had
hell are they having layoffs? Isn't that game still going strong, or is people just not interested
Apex
no more?
Legends. They had multiple other games in development, and they canceled those games to focus on Apex Legends and one other game. They said, I think it's that Star Wars turn-based game they're working on. So that's what their statement said. Something about Apex Legends and the whatever Star Wars game they got coming out, because they canceled 2 other games that they had in production to focus on Apex. Now, that's what I'm telling you, man. This live service shit, once you start making one, you get a successful one, you become a slave to it, And yeah, that's what they said. Not that they were a slave, that they want to focus their development on Apex. So,
I just don't understand that. I don't get that, but I guess that's what Naughty Dog feared, and the reason why they backed away from factions.
Guess what Crytek said whenever they did their layoffs recently? What did they say? They want their developers focusing on this Hunt Showdown live service game right now. And not the new shit they're making. They paused development on Crysis 3 or 4, whatever the fuck it was, to work on Hunt Showdown. So
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle on PS5 is selling faster than the PC and Xbox versions. Hey, Dissy, you make the wrong deal with the wrong people, man.
Yeah, they did.
That's crazy, man.
Are you surprised by any of this?
No. We already knew Xbox fans didn't buy games, so none of this shit is surprising.
What's up, Royal?
What's up,
bro? Royal, what's good? What's buzzing, cousin?
Well, man, just chilling. I didn't know you was on. I never know when you on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it don't be no advertisements, man. I just be talking to people in the YouTube chat, and they give me enough topics to go on, and I be like, all right, let's do this. Shout out to Caleb. Caleb been bringing me the news since I'm not on Twitter and all of those other social media platforms. And funny enough, this shit does not show up on YouTube the way it shows up on Twitter and all that other shit. I promise you it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because it only tells me after you done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a lot of times I be having that same shit too.
He was on like 8, like your last one, like when you was playing 33. I ain't play that shit. I mean, I heard really good things, but I'm not a turn-based motherfucker, so I mean.
Oh nah, that wasn't live. That was just a video that I uploaded from the PlayStation.
Oh, for real? And I'm just saying though, like usually I never see it. You know what I mean? Usually, like I just happen to be on YouTube and see you live. Otherwise, it's what I mean. Notifications don't never
YouTube don't give a fuck. YouTube don't care about none of this shit. None of it. I mean, and they I think we can officially say that we've lost that bet with you in regards to Wukong, because I haven't heard another thing about
That shit ain't never.
Wukong.
That shit ain't never coming.
Yo, I wasn't a believer at first, but god damn it, I think I believe it now. Plus,
I mean, especially now, especially with the environment we in, is definitely not going to happen.
Yeah, I totally feel like Xbox is trying to. I think
they trying.
They trying to get the fuck going, bro. They trying to get out of this console shit.
Mm-hmm.
I can literally see it now.
Hey, did you see? You got to look at what's going on, man. I was talking to people yesterday. Think about this, right? Xbox just did these crazy price increases, right? Sony turned around the same morning and advertising the Astrobot bundle, right? Now, Activision, I saw this on Bill Coon. That's the guy who does a lot of leaking and stuff, right?
Yep.
He put out that Activision about to do a Black Ops 6 bundle with PlayStation, right? The bundle, let me see if I get these prices right before I even tell you, because he put the prices out. I think Microsoft's trying to finish their own damn consoles off.
Wait, why they ain't doing the Xbox bundles? They ain't doing no Xbox? Because Sony don't got a deal with them no more. That deal is over.
No, the PlayStation 5 Slim standard bundle with the disc drive with a copy of Black Ops 6 is $449, $50 cheaper than the console with no game. And the digital edition bundle is $399, $50 cheaper than a standard digital PlayStation 5. So Microsoft is teaming up with PlayStation to do a Call of Duty bundle and sell the consoles cheaper, while at the same time doing a price increase on their console with no game. I'm just trying to figure out, are they really just trying to get their console up out of here?
I mean, I think so. I used to think Thrash was out of his mind like way back in the day, like 5-6 years ago. Because the one thing I was saying is like, yeah, but in order for you to go third party for real, you gotta like dismantle everything you've ever done in the console space. And he said, yeah, they're gonna do it. I'm like, that's the only thing that's keeping me from agreeing with you, because you do make a lot of sense. You know what I mean? You do make a lot of sense. All the shit you say and all the pieces does fit, but I'm just saying you would have to dismantle that. Now, 50-60 million a generation ain't great, but it's not completely terrible. You know what I mean? You could make moves to make it happen. At least that's how I felt at the time. Until the moment the motherfucker said, oh, but why do you care what's gonna be on an Xbox if you can get Game Pass? I'm like, oh shit. And then they was like, oh no, PlayStation, that's an Xbox too. I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, oh, they really doing it. You know what I mean? That's when I believe it. That's when I really believe it.
Think about it, guys. Shit. It makes sense, man. Look at their earnings call. Every time they do an earnings call and they put out these numbers, what part of the business is always in the red with Xbox? The hardware. The hardware is always in the red. It's always negative quarter after quarter after quarter after quarter. Now, this quarter was only negative 6%, but that's compounded off of double-digit percentage negative percentages quarter after quarter after over 2 years, right? And then you got people like, I think her name is Amy Hood. She always does the forecast for what the next quarter is going to be, what's going to be good, what's going to be down. Every single time she predicts negative Xbox hardware sales, we expect next quarter to be down 20%. We expect next quarter to be down 25%. This time, she didn't even talk about the hardware at all. She didn't even forecast it in their next earnings report. She didn't even mention it, right?
Why mention what you don't care about?
I mean, yeah. I think, man, I don't think there's going to be an Xbox next generation. No, I think this might be it.
It's super over. It's super over, not just from the corporate side of things. It's super over from the fan base side of things. These motherfuckers are proud. Oh, we Trojan horsing them. Motherfucking PlayStation dudes play third party too. Like the fuck, like you know what I'm saying? That's what you are. Like that's just what you are to us. You a third party. The PlayStation motherfuckers play third party too. Y'all just one of them. You know
PlayStation guys, Trojan horsing. EA is Trojan horsing.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
Square Enix, Ubisoft, yeah.
I mean,
but yeah, man, I
Sony
really
would love it if y'all Trojan horse them like that. I mean,
did you see the? Hey, did you see Project Keenan was leaked today?
No, I have not. What is that?
That's that Xbox handheld shit.
Oh shit!
It ain't nothing but an Asus ROG with Xbox colored buttons,
Man.
right? And they got pictures out of it now. You know what I'm saying? Because Asus did a little teaser, but it's just an Asus ROG, but it's gonna be, I guess, Xbox branded. Like it's gonna be. Listen, man.
Man, I hate how white thrash be sometimes, man.
The writing is on the wall. They not listen. If you get some shit, it's gonna be some shit somebody else made. Microsoft ain't making it. So
I hate how right thrash is sometimes. God damn, because he was on point with this shit too, bro. He said this exact shit.
Yeah, they getting up out of this shit. They're converting. These dudes that most of them, a lot of them have switched over to PC, right? And they don't even realize they killed a console for Microsoft. Microsoft ain't got to do it. So, I mean, yeah, there's not. I don't see. I've been saying it. I know Phil said there's hardware coming next generation, but guys, it is gonna be something, but it ain't gonna be what you think it is. It's gonna be some Xbox branded PC shit, portable handheld shit like this Project Keenan handheld. I mean,
is there anything special to it compared to a ROG, like an Asus ROG?
I don't. From what I said, I don't think it's much different from a standard Asus ROG. I don't know if it has any better hardware in it or anything like that. So
the quote Phil Spencer quoting Sarah Bond, it's gonna be the most technological advanced, hardware ever. They never said console, they said hardware. I'm like, all right, so if you come out with a little handheld something, it better be the dopest handheld ever made, right?
Have you heard anything from Sarah Bond recently? Where's Sarah Bond been?
Shit. Ever since
she ain't been talking.
Ever since they put her out there to say all that, they shelved it away. They were like,
Yeah, they got rid of her ass for real.
And you say, yeah, you don't do no more talking, okay? But yeah, man.
One second. Shout out to Boardwalk Country. He says reviewers GTA floating gameplay 10, CD Projekt Red as gameplay 10, PC Excel features Remedy as gameplay and story 10, From Software repeat gameplay as performance 10. Yeah. I mean, but they get paid for that shit.
I mean, I have no disillusions as far as what GTA is, man. It's a game
we know what it
about
is.
dumb shit. Like do all the dumb shit, bro. I can't wait to shoot at a police chopper from an airboat. You know what I'm saying? It's Florida. You gotta have an airboat. That's gotta be one of the vehicles to be on an airboat, right? One of them.
It is.
Yeah, I just shoot a fucking rocket launcher at a police chopper from an airboat with a fucking gator, you know what I'm saying, chained up like a pit bull. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to do with GTA.
Yo, it's pretty clear that PlayStation got the marketing for this game. Which who's surprised by that? I don't know why anybody would be surprised by that. Take Two has been just about everything they've been releasing has been right alongside PlayStation marketing. So I don't understand why Grand Theft Auto would have been different. Why the fuck would they want to show the game running on Series S or some shit like that? Now let me ask you a question, Sick. I didn't get to ask you this question. Do you think Grand Theft Auto will have a 60 frame per second mode?
I am going to hope they do.
I think they will, man. And I'm going to give the credit to Guapzilla. He said something that really made a lot of sense. He was like, this game can run on the Series S. Why couldn't they run it at 60 on a Pro?
No, I believe.
I was like, yeah. Why couldn't they?
Be 60. Yeah.
Right. If this shit can run at 30 on the Series S, why couldn't it? I mean, yeah, your performance mode probably won't have ray tracing and all the great bells and whistles, and probably lower the resolution.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I want y'all to heed my warning. I
What's
guarantee you, PlayStation will not be raising the prices of their consoles specifically because of GTA.
No, they don't. They're not gonna need to. They're gonna sell so many consoles.
Yep.
They're gonna get so many people in their ecosystem that they won't need to.
I say they're not raising their prices at all until next generation. And you're like, with all this happening, wouldn't they?
No, I don't think they will.
Yeah,
Agreed.
y'all would
Because
think,
where are
like,
they gonna go with the Pro? With the Pro, they're gonna go what a $900, $1,000? What the fuck?
And plus,
Listen,
it's never about the gains in hardware. Like, we know this.
You know what's
what
crazy?
I mean? It's the gains from the software. So I
When
mean,
Microsoft-
I'd rather lose a few dollars on a PlayStation, but
Look,
from
when-
there on, you copping games. You know what I mean?
When
So-
Microsoft announced those price increases, I saw a lot of pro Xbox gamers go and buy the Pro. I saw Destin Legary. Oh my God. It was a whole bunch of people going to get a Pro. And and a lot of pro Xbox dudes is like, fuck
Why
it, man, it's
would
over.
they? Don't they have PCs?
I mean, that's what I was saying. You guys already got a PC, so why? You know, they're like, well, I can't play Ghost of Yote and Death Stranding 2 and Grand Theft Auto on PC.
Well, that makes sense. Right.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, so now exclusivity matters.
It always
well, not Grand Theft Auto, but these other games. But they're saying like a lot of PlayStations are. This right here, what Microsoft just did, is going to make the PlayStation 5 sell even quicker. So, yeah, I think, I think
it sounds like I just be talking out my neck, but I'm very serious, man. That PC life ain't for everybody, man. Come on.
Nah, that shit ain't. Man.
Like, you gotta be a PC ass motherfucker to be a part of that life, man. You can't.
Right.
I can't live like that. You know what I mean? Most motherfuckers don't live like that. Try to fuck with your shit every time a game come out. You know what I mean?
I don't even think they want to live that life.
They don't, man.
They don't. I know they don't.
They don't, because I've seen several pro PC YouTube channels complaining about the video and their pricing and how this shit is going to drive people to just go get a console.
Hey,
the price of these GPUs, they said the combination of the price of the GPUs and the lack of really increased performance from these GPUs. They're seeing single digit uplifts on generation with these graphics cards, but yet the prices are astronomically high.
Let me tell you what I did. As I was playing Clair Obscure, Expedition 33, I spent time looking at that world, and I couldn't help but say to myself, this shit is just fine for me. That's all I've been saying, is this is just fine for me, bro. Like, I haven't turned on my PC in forever. I don't need to toggle no settings. I don't have to do any of that shit. I just turn the game on and fucking play it. I put it in rest mode, and then when I come back, I jump right back in and continue fucking playing.
What did Ubisoft say about the PlayStation 5 Pro version of Assassin's Creed?
I have no clue.
They said it runs at PC's highest preset.
I can believe that from what I was looking at.
Yeah, they said it runs at PC max settings. That's what Ubisoft said. Days Gone Remaster. It runs at PC's highest setting. On the PS5, it runs at PC's highest setting. And on the Pro, it runs even better. Has better draw distance than playing the game maxed out on the 5090. Now, we're not talking frame rates. Obviously, if you buy a 5090 and you got the fastest CPU known to man, you're going to be able to run the game at higher frame rates. But what I'm saying is, like, the Pro is giving you, in most games, PC max settings. So, like,
visually, most people ain't going to be able to tell the difference.
They ain't going to be able to tell that shit. You're not.
And that's why PC dudes was fighting so hard against the PlayStation.
Now
you get it. Now you understand.
Yeah, I understand why. I mean, the PlayStation 5 was already a formidable piece of hardware. Yeah.
They saw the imminent threat. They saw the danger. When I saw people like Linus and Jay's 2 Cents and all these people mentioning plays, I'm like, dude, how did this even get in your circle?
Yeah, you know it's a wrap when motherfuckers like, oh, you could build a PC for the same shit for the same price, and I'm like, look, man,
with used parts.
You know what I'm saying? No, if you have that mentality, you already lost, bro. You already lost. If you have that mentality. You're not supposed to think that way. You a PC MR, bro. You better be like, nah, son, $2,000 chips. You know what I'm saying? $800 frames. Like, you supposed to ball out, man. That's supposed to be your mentality. That's what the MR stands for.
Who was the dude? Was it Linus Tech Tips? Wasn't it him that built the $700 PC? And he was doing a comparison. And that shit. Yeah, man. It's just not realistic, man.
Which one's the one that that did the? He said, "Oh, it's the same shit." It was like they was like, "Nah, this shit is $1,100, and it still ain't equal to a fucking pro."
Hey,
I forgot who that one was, but that shit's hilarious.
And that ain't even with the price of these new GPUs, man.
And what you got to understand about these consoles too is, man, you're getting all of this, and it comes with a controller. They give you an HDMI cable, a power cable. All you need is a TV, and you ready to go.
I mean, throughout the entire PS4 generation, I think I had like 3-4 hard crashes. Like it's just for whatever reason, the PlayStation just needed to be restarted. You know what I mean? That's 4 times in an entire generation where I had to deal with some bullshit, and it's not even bullshit. I just restart the shit and it's straight.
Did you?
know what I mean?
Did you? Let me ask you a question. When you booted up, I don't know, Spider-Man or Last of Us Part 2, one of these great games on the PlayStation, did you have to wait 20 minutes for the game to compile shaders?
Nope.
Nah.
Did you have shader compilation stutter? That's some shit I didn't even know about. You didn't have none of that?
Nope.
No, I just went to 60 4K mode with ray trace, and I'm in there. Like I don't know how y'all live, but that's all I did. You know what I mean? I clicked a few buttons and I'm in there. Like that's all it took. And that's really the draw of console for me. It's not about the pricing, because if I want to spend full racks on a PC, I could. It's just the lifestyle is just not. I'm not with it. Like I don't see any value beyond the fact that you can mod and steal games. And I'm like, man, I'm too grown for that shit. That shit would have been cool in high school. All right? Like I would have stole some fucking games in high school. I'm be honest with you, but I'm a grown ass man. I don't have that type of energy no more, man. You know what I mean?
It's coming, Royal. It's coming, Royal.
What's
Gears
coming?
of War Reloaded or Remastered.
Oh yeah, I'm in there. Oh yeah, I'm in there.
Oh, I'm in there day one.
I just said
day one.
Nigga.
No crossplay though. I ain't playing no crossplay. Turn that shit off as soon as I boot it up. I'm not logging in. No, you can. You can. And the developers said you don't have to have a Microsoft account to play the game online.
Man.
Now I think if you want to do the cross play and cross progression and all that shit, you will have to have a Microsoft account. But if you just want to play the game, you don't need one.
I mean, they smart. They know who's really gonna buy this shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't try to have that problem.
I don't want to play with no Xbox dudes. I don't want to play with no PC guys.
I'm gonna run it with everybody. I don't give a shit.
Nah,
you know what's funny? Like I don't know what it is. I don't turn crossplay off on anything because I'm just too lazy.
I do
probably. But when I play all the multiplayer that I do, which is not many anymore, I see mad PC motherfuckers, and I should be smacking them. Like just because you got better equipment, dog, you trash. Like you don't. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they're not cheating. Yeah, they're not cheating. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Yeah, but I be murking these motherfuckers in Call of Duty and all that shit, man. It's not even a problem. I see what they have. You know what I'm saying? When you get on the board, you see who has PC, who has PlayStation, who has Xbox, all that shit, right? Every one of these motherfuckers I play with, they symbol is a whole monitor. I'm like, oh, the whole team over here, like, and I'm just running through you motherfuckers. It's just I just play too much of this shit. Like that's more important. Like playing the game is more important than the equipment you play with, unless you cheating. And you know what I'm saying? And that's a whole nother thing. But that's what you PC motherfuckers do.
Let me ask you a question. So the trend, the holy trinity of Xbox. 2 of the dominoes have fallen: Gears of War, Forza. The only one left is Halo.
Halo.
What are the odds we get
the heat? Get the fuck out of gaming. If you can't take the heat, get the fuck out of gaming. Got my Halo.
Do you guys see Halo making its way over to PlayStation?
Of course.
Hey, y'all remember when I had that conversation with Thrash and he was talking about when that happened, PlayStation gonna roll out the red carpet. I'm like, no, you'll get a tweet. You know what I'm saying? You'll get a tweet. Hey, that should be available in August. You know what
that's exactly what they said too. From what I hear, they just put it out in
I want to say the tweet they put out for Gears of War. They put it out first on the PlayStation Twitter and then Xbox right after.
Yeah, but
some people found that to be.
Tweet. Thrash was talking about, they're gonna do a showcase. I'm like, they ain't doing none of that shit. You think they
Not for these old
time,
games.
money, and
Not for these
energy
old
on
games.
this shit? No, it's
Not for these old games. Not for the new game, like the new Gears of War. Yeah, you'll see some more fanfare around that, or if they got a new Halo game. But not with.
I was thinking the only way it's gonna happen is if they do like the whole slate at the same time on one show. Then they could do some shit like that. They come out, announce Halo, Gears, and all this other shit at the same time for PlayStation. Maybe PlayStation would do. But as far as like a rollout slowly like this, man, you'll get a tweet. Like, they ain't spending that much energy on this shit because you're just another third party. Like, if they do that for you, they gotta do that for everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
they got better partnership with Capcom and Square Enix than you motherfuckers. What do you mean they do this shit for y'all games but not Capcom and them? Are you crazy? You know what I mean?
I mean, now Microsoft about to see this publisher shit is way more competitive than this console war shit because, you know what I'm saying, now you got to compete against the likes of EA and Ubisoft and Square Enix when you release a game now. And you got to make sure when you put out a game, it's a good quality, you know? The Game Pass situation is a little different than and if you're gonna be selling these games for $80, they damn sure better come out with all the features. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see. I'm excited about some of these games they got coming out on the PlayStation. They make, as a publisher, they make some pretty good games. So, but like I said, from here on out, I don't think anything they release will be a staggered release. It's going to be day and date on PlayStation going forward. I truly believe that.
Like that for the last couple of games, hasn't it?
Well, South of Midnight and Indiana Jones was staggered. South of Midnight, the game they just put out, Avowed, that's coming to PlayStation because when they asked one of the developers, she just started smiling. So that's coming to PlayStation.
I mean, Ninja Gaiden 2, I know is an old game, but they remastered it and it's on everything day one. And the new one, Ninja Gaiden 4 that's coming out, it's coming out on everything all at once.
Published by Microsoft, day one on PlayStation. I just think going forward, they're factoring PlayStation in directly. So
that's where the money's at, man. Like the Game Pass, what's funny? Game Pass dudes say the opposite. They were like, "Oh, y'all fund our game." No, you fund. You are the funder. You don't do nothing except fund them. You don't make no choice. You know what I mean? You pay a certain amount every month, regardless. You don't make no choices. You are the fucking cash cow, bro. Month over month, you just paying for this fucking subscription, whether you like the game that's on there or it don't matter. And you can't shut it down. You shut it down, you have no games. You know what I mean? So you gotta pay monthly every month. Year over year, you just gotta keep doing it. And every time they feel like it, they hike it up on you or restructure the fucking plan. Now you want this or that, you got to go up to a higher plan. When the plan that you was already on had it already.
Listen,
now they restructure it. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about Game Pass? You talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, that shit going up. Listen, $80 games, man. Game Pass coming up with a price increase. It's probably hit a price increase.
I mean, but $80 game, is that really across the board already? Is everybody doing 80?
Not really. I think EA announced today they are not going to $80 right now. They're going to stay at $70.
Yotai ain't fucking $80.
PlayStation not doing it right now. I think EA, they were talking about they're not doing it yet. They're staying at 70.
Nintendo gangster as fuck. I ain't gonna.
Nintendo. This Nintendo right here. They going back to the Nintendo from the NES Super Nintendo era where they didn't have standardized pricing, where they priced the game according to what they thought it was worth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
they ain't scared of shit, right?
So this shit, you want the cartridge? That's $90. You know what I mean? But yeah, because I think what is it? Mario Kart is $80 digital and $90 physical. So, which is insane. But I mean, people talk shit about PlayStation getting cocky. PlayStation ain't on the when it comes to being what they quote unquote anti-consumer. Nintendo know a whole level of scummery. You know what I'm saying? Scumbagness that they can go to, and it looks like they're feeling themselves pretty right now, and they're about to try to fuck people.
No, I can't
So
even call it, man, because I'm not a Nintendo motherfucker. I can't even tell you if it's worth it or not. Because I
I
pay
like
80 for
Nintendo.
your
I'm,
time.
I'm
You know what
a
I'm saying? I can't. I ain't gonna lie to you. But they come out like down $80. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I
I
know
ain't gonna
motherfuckers
lie.
must love Mario Kart. Like I guess.
Listen.
Like,
You put out a new fucking Zelda game. That's if it's $90, I'm buying it. You know what I'm
see,
saying?
you know what
So
I mean?
it is what it is. I will.
Hey, as long as it's worth it, it's worth it. You know what I mean? But that's why Xbox can't move. I hate to make it about them a lot of time, but like they shit just not worth it. Name me an
Yeah.
Xbox game worth 70. We out here talking about 80. You know what I mean?
They said all their
Nintendo,
future
however,
games after this holiday season,
$80.
it's gonna be
$80. Like who? Boy, motherfuckers out of their mind. Like they don't have no games. We'll see about Ninja Gaiden 4. Like I don't know. We'll see.
Well, they
It's
said
also
after the
not their
holiday
game.
season. So, is it this holiday or after this holiday? I can't remember which one it was.
I think
They
it's
said
this holiday.
after. They said after this holiday season.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, damn, what the fuck they make that's worth $80 though?
Listen,
Bro, ain't
Gears.
nothing. Like,
Gears is $40, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I mean, what about the new one that's coming out?
Oh, that shit gonna be $80. That shit gonna be $80. It's rumored to be
I don't
coming out
care
next
about
year.
that. I don't even care
Gears
about
E-Day.
that right now. Because I might buy this Gears and be like, dog, yep, shit's still overrated.
Maybe so.
I mean, I like Gears, man. It's the best thing they got, in my opinion. It's the best thing.
I like it better than Halo. I'll tell you that.
Did you play Claire Obscure?
He said he don't like turn-based.
No, I'm not a turn-based type motherfucker. Like I'm not hating it. You know, I never get into that type of shit. Like,
I think
you didn't play
like
Final Fantasy back in the day.
No, I watched my girlfriend in high school played it. I watched her play it. I never even played it. I know the whole story, the whole game, but I never even played it. You know what I mean? Like my hands was not on the controller. Like I don't, because it's something about turn-based that kind of fucks the neck between me and the game. You know what I mean? Like you feel a connection with a game when you play it, and I just don't have that when I play turn-based. Like it doesn't feel like I'm playing a character. It feels more like I'm like a god outside of the whole thing. You know, you do this move, and then next time you do this move. You know what I mean? I wait for him. It doesn't click with me. I don't know why. I just play turn-based shit.
I'm telling
That's
you.
why I like the new Final Fantasy. That's an action-packed game.
Royal. I will say this, Royal. I think you would really like this one because this game keeps you on your toes. It's not you just press a button, do a move. Nope. You got to defend yourself. You got to parry. You got to, dodge. You got to do all types of shit.
Like kind of like FF7, like the remake.
Sort of, kind of like that, but it's actually
Hey, because the remakes get busy, bro. The remake and Rebirth, that gameplay gets busy, boy. Like especially when you're at the end of the game and shit going crazy.
Turn-based though. So Final Fantasy Rebirth isn't necessarily turn-based, but it is kind of turn-based. It's semi-turn-based.
It's only turn-based because you get to slow time down side your shit if you wanted to play that way. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well,
but
you
this
still have
is actually,
ATB though.
Claire Obscure, you're actually turn-based, but the catch to it is that when the customer is playing their turn, Jesus Christ. When the fucking the enemy NPC is playing their turns, you have to defend yourself. So you have to either be able to parry in time, dodge in time. You're always constantly moving.
Oh, that's kind of cool. You can't attack when they attack, but at least you still got options to do shit.
Exactly.
Your character's not just standing there. All right.
Exactly.
I might fuck with it.
I'm telling you, I don't know if they got a demo for this game. They probably do. More than likely they do. If they do, I would say download the demo and play it. Like for real, it's really good.
I mean, I heard good things. I just heard like the story's fire, like the story
The
crazy.
story
That's
is
all.
not fire, bro. Who the fuck told you that shit?
Hey, that's what I've been
No,
seeing.
no.
Like,
Who did you hear from?
I
Who
don't
did
have
you hear
opinions
from?
on shit I don't play. You know what I mean? I just see
Who
other
did
motherfuckers
you
talking
hear
about
that
it.
shit from?
Yeah, I scroll Twitter from time to time. I don't really interact with Twitter like that no more. But when I'm bored, I scroll it. Motherfuckers talking
Whoever
about,
playing that shit ain't
yo,
pay
the
a
beginning of the
single.
game already crazy. I'm like, what? For
They
real?
ain't
You know what I
played.
mean?
They have not paid a single fuck of attention to that game if they think that story is fucking good. That no.
I mean, like I said, man, I don't know. I was just told that
Story is cool. It's cool, but it's not great. And let me shut the fuck up because this is like the fifth, sixth time we done came.
I've been seeing a whole lot of hands up talking about it's cinema, bro. It's cinema.
Nah,
Game of the year for sure.
No. That's where it gets even worse. The cutscenes. Oh man, the dialogue. Fuck out of here. You're like, yo, what? What?
Like,
Why are you
what do
saying
you mean?
this?
Like kind of weird because it's like from another language, kind of like how certain games, Japanese games, are like the dialogue work, but at the same time, you know, it's not like in English. You know what I mean?
This is actually English. This is not Japanese at all. It's I don't know. Whoever made this is probably from Europe, and they speak the Queen's English.
From what I understand, they French, right? French.
Probably. I would definitely say they are French because most of the names are French for the enemies. But what I will say is, gosh, I want to know who said that this story was fucking fire, dog.
I mean,
because
that's what
the
I
way
read,
the story
I don't
begins
know.
is already stupid as fuck. It's 1000% stupid as fuck. The concept of what the fuck you're about to get yourself into is stupid as hell. Then when you realize in context what it is that they have you doing and who you're actually trying to make it to, nah, dog. Absolutely not. If people, I swear people need to be honest, dog, and stop just listening to other people's reactions to shit. Because, bro, that shit, this game be on some goofy type levels of bullshit. But it's good for a 30-man team.
Like I said, man, I don't have no frame of reference. I haven't played it at all. Like I can't, you know what I mean? It's just from the consensus on in the gaming streets.
You want me to tell you how this shit start?
You
want me to tell you how this shit start?
No, it's cool. I might just copy it because it ain't $70-$80.
If you do get it, I want to have a deep conversation with you about this fucking story.
I mean, apparently, I'm really, what's the word for it? I'm really stingy when it comes to grading stories and games because a lot of games, motherfuckers talk best story ever. I'm like, the story's trash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
that's how
trash.
I felt
like,
about this one.
About?
That's specifically how I felt about this one. A lot of shit ain't gonna make sense to you until maybe the halfway mark, and then the end for sure kind of wraps everything back together with the epilogue, and it kind of explains all of the bullshit that you just can't fathom why the fuck is this the way that it is. And bro, they killed let's put it this way, and this is kind of a spoiler, so close your ears or don't, but they kind of killed a person, and I was just like, that's how you gonna kill him? Like, this is how you killing him? I know you made it that far, Link. Link still here?
Leave? No, he's gone.
Oh, that nigga. Man, I know he made it that far. When they end up killing the person that you start off playing with. And when they killed him, it's so crazy because I didn't even care that they killed him. Good writing should have made me care about the fact that this guy died. All they did was ended up replacing him with somebody that looks exactly like him.
I mean, it's you know what it is, man. Motherfuckers like to be a part of the cultural zeitgeist. They don't have opinions. You know what I mean? They don't have real opinions. Because if you did, like, you can break down the nuance of everything, man. Like,
you know what another general consensus was? Another general consensus was that the music was amazing.
Like Final Fantasy VII good? I'm not even a Final Fantasy type of motherfucker.
No, it's not even Persona good.
I ain't played Persona. Like I said, I don't play turn-based shit.
Yeah, but Persona at least has memorable.
But they music fire. Like the music is fire though.
Yeah,
makes you energize your ass. Like the Persona.
You never seen it coming.
Yeah, bro.
Like they have some music, but nah.
When I
would throw it into the good pile. I wouldn't throw it into the amazing pile.
When I think like long sparring RPG type game music, I always think Final Fantasy. Them motherfuckers got some music, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, it puts you in the right mode for whatever. Like you traveling, they got good traveling music. They got good fighting music. They got like the music fit. Yeah, bro. That music always fit the tone of whatever it is you trying to do out here exploring with.
Bro, you get ready to fight in this game, and you start hearing some fucking opera music, my nigga.
I mean, it depends, man. Like some of them be getting right. Like I played Liza P, man.
Again, good music, good pile. Amazing pile, fuck no. That's what we do.
Liza P had good ass music.
Here's the problem. Every time somebody plays something that they can jail with, they always jump to the extreme that this is game of the year. Nigga, shut the fuck. No, it ain't.
Yeah, man. I mean, but that's a normal thing. Like that's why motherfuckers were like, oh, they the next Naughty Dog. I'm like, no, they not.
Bro, niggas.
why they gotta be the next best whatever? You know what I mean? Like they gotta be the next best whatever. Oh, they the next Capcom level of gameplay.
Yeah, that Corey, that's exactly what it is. It's not bad. So we're not saying, yo, when you listen to the music, you're gonna be like, yo, no, this is terrible, this is bad. But it's not amazing either, dog. Like that is niggas be trying to overblow it, bro. And the thing is, I have nothing against these developers or what they've developed. I actually enjoyed the game. I beat the game already. I actually enjoyed the game. It is one thing I like about this game. You don't have to be a certain level to really make it through the story. Now, there are places you will go and you'll get your ass handed to you if you don't level up. But you can pretty much make it through the story at like 25, 30. You don't have to be like a super high level.
Probably a good game would make you want to do that side shit.
Nah, I want to do the side shit. The game is good, and they do have like a lot of mini games and stuff. Like I beat all of the guest role challenges or whatever that they put up there, and some of them were pretty good. Some of them were awful. Like the volleyball, that shit was awful. It didn't need to be in the game. It didn't need to be in the game at all, and it was terrible to control. I don't know who decided to make that and thought that it was. I feel like that was a troll add-on to the game. I feel like they were in the process of developing a game and said, yo, how the fuck can we troll the users? And they was like, yeah, let's make this volleyball game, but let's make the controls feel super heavy. And also, let's make the controls delayed as fuck. Yeah, they did it.
I can't do that. Delayed
yeah, they
controls,
did it.
That's the worst. That's the worst. I mean, I'm, my type of games usually are really, it's required for shit to be on point all the time. Otherwise, the gameplay fall apart for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I have lag between me clicking the button and the character doing whatever it needs to do, that's a major problem, man. I can't stand that shit.
I hate when the control. The thing is, you're extremely right about that, and that's exactly what this is. None of the challenges are hard. What's hard is when you're fighting against the fucking controls that you're using. And this game makes you do that a lot in the mini games. For the rest of the game, everything feels fluid. But for these mini games, these challenges, oh, fucking god awful. God awful.
You know, but it sounds promising. You know what I mean? I hope.
No. Seriously, like, even with all the flaws that the game does have, I still give this game like a 9. I still give it a 9. I'm sorry, it really is good. But when you start comparing it to other games, that's when you start to see the chinks in the armor, bro.
Well, I mean, to be fair though, 30 motherfuckers. You know
no, and that's what I said. That's why I graded on the scale that it's 30 motherfuckers and not a team of 200 fucking developers.
I mean,
I look. That's why I look over stuff like small. Like here's one of the issues that I had right in playing the game, and it happened multiple times to me, where I would be searching because they want you to explore, right? Like they built the game around exploration, but I found myself exploring, trying to go deep, and then I'll get stuck in the actual geometry of the game. And I can't jump out of it. I should be able to grab onto something and just pull up, but you know, there's no grapple points on that area, so you just end up just jumping up, but not actually attaching to anything. Yeah. And I've had to like go back to the title screen. The great thing about it is it saves a lot. So I didn't find myself having to replay entire sections or anything like that. Because when you go to the title screen, you come right back to the section that you were in. Just not stuck in that spot.
I'll probably pick it up next year. I'm not the type that I'm serious. I'm not the type that buy a game. No, I'm very serious because this year about to be crazy.
Shit, next year about to be crazy.
Really? What's happening next year? Besides from GTA.
Nigga, Wolverine, Sorrows, Wolverine, Sorrows, GTA, and it's some more shit, dog. I just can't think of it right off the top of the head, but
the next 6 months wild as fuck, bro. Like I don't know what you mean. The next 6 months, I mean, Lost Souls coming out.
You could seriously beat this game in about 20 to 30 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might pick it up.
Because you don't go for platinum, so it's not gonna be beyond that for you.
Like, you know what's crazy when it comes to that shit? Like, I do all the shit that matters. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like collecting everything. You know what I mean? All that other shit. I'm lazy for that.
Yo, I actually got I actually got a trophy on accident that I thought was gonna be a really difficult trophy. And the trophy was for beating a boss without taking any damage.
Any boss?
Any boss. And I thought that let me tell you what I did. And I didn't even do this on purpose. I promise you I didn't do this on purpose. I was just playing through the game and I made it probably to like the 5th area, right? And I had started to grind and, you know, level up my character. And then I went back to one of the earlier sections, and all of the enemies in the earlier section, they stay at the level that they were at, meaning they don't progress when you progress. And I literally went to a fight that I didn't even know was a boss fight. I thought it was just some nigga standing in the corner. You know what I'm saying? I went up to him and I think I beat him in like 1 hit, and I got that trophy. And I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Really?
Is Phantom Blade coming out next year? Yeah, it is coming out next year.
Phantom Blade is coming out next year. Yes, sir.
That's my most anticipated shit, bro. That shit there, boy. Can't wait for that shit. When's the Liza P DLC coming out? Is it this year or next year? Man, it's a lot, bro. I don't know. It's a lot of shit coming out.
Yo. No, but the game is fun, though. Again, talking about the Claire Obscure Expedition 33, the game is good. Some of the stuff that I have seen people saying, I agree with you, Corey. I do think the game is good, but I do think it's overhyped like a motherfucker. I absolutely 1000% do. And like I said, at this point, niggas can't be like, oh, you just saying that because, you know, it ain't a Sony game or this and that. Bro, this is a totally neutral fucking development team. I have no bias against or for these people, right? This is just my experience playing a game. And again, the way people have been talking about this game, I think they would probably ruin the experience for other people who haven't played the game because they're setting them up. I feel like they're setting them up because you would go in thinking you're about to play this perfect game with this super awesome fucking story, and then you find out that, okay, these motherfuckers who told you this must have not even played the game.
When I was a kid, that happened to me on a few occasions. That's actually one of the reasons why I don't play Zelda. Because
oh my god, it's so funny.
No, look, I never
Zelda,
got.
dog.
No, I never got into the Zelda series like that because motherfucker overblown that shit for me. Like, you know what I mean? I never got into like Star Wars and shit because white kids used to overblown that shit when I was a kid. Like, and then I watched it. I'm like, it ain't like that for real, man. Like, you know what I mean? I came to the States in '92. I know about X-Men and Batman and all this other shit. You talking about lightsabers? I'm like, I'm from Asia, motherfucker. Lightsaber is just another energy sword. You know how many stories we got with, you know what I mean? With better choreographed fights and shit. You know what I mean? I was just like, nah, man. And they was like the Jedi, like shit. I'm like, motherfucker, that Jedi shit is just what Asian motherfuckers naturally talk about all the damn time. That's our philosophy right there. It's just, it wasn't great. So ever since then, I'm like, man.
You know what I don't do? Or what I haven't done is I haven't watched The Lord of the Rings.
Bruh,
I haven't seen, I think I only seen one Star Wars, and it just wasn't for me. I think I seen maybe 1 or 2 Harry Potters. Sometimes, dog, I be feeling like, I don't know, bro. I think when people overblow shit, it kind of ruins it for me.
Yeah, because you know you're expecting all this other shit, and it's just not living up to it. Because nothing beats your imagination. You know what I mean? You hype me up, my imagination is going wild. See the shit, and it's like, man, this shit ain't shit compared to my imagination. You know what I mean?
Ain't that the truth?
Like that's why. I mean, I couldn't get in Star Wars. Like I tried the whole Lord of the Rings thing. I couldn't either.
I couldn't do Lord of the Rings. Some of that shit, I just laugh at it, bro, because I know people who are very passionate when it comes to some of these sci-fi fucking movies, especially like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, the Star Wars, and it's some other shit. I forgot what it is. Not Star Trek. They love that shit too. I'm just not a huge fan of the shit like that. I don't know. I don't know what it is. There's no rhyme or reason to it. I just can't sit down and focus on it.
To me, especially when I was younger, it's just shit just gotta be cool for me to like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Star Wars just none of it seemed cool to me. It's like honestly kind of generic, and it's probably generic. By the time I watched it, it was late '90s, so you know what I mean? It was like, that shit would have been cool years ago in the theaters. Now, late 90s, seen Terminator and shit. You know what I'm saying?
See? You know it gotta be true when me and Corey are on the same page about something. Because, nigga, we are probably never on the same page about anything. But when it comes to Claire Obscure, I think we are thinking exactly alike. Exactly alike, 100%. Oh, man.
I can't call it, man, because and I still am. I love Wukong, like Black Myth. That shit right there is fire. Not everybody's gonna. You know what I mean?
Nah, I love Wukong too, and
I mean,
I never knew the backstory to Wukong or nothing. After playing Wukong, I went and watched all the fucking movies, the myriad of fucking movies after playing Wukong. Not the other way around, not in reverse. I didn't watch Wukong and then, oh man, they're making a game. Oh, I gotta pick that up. Nope. I played the game and then I'm like, dog, I gotta find out more about this shit.
I mean, it's not just because I know the backstory and all that shit. It's also, you know, the presentation was fire, gameplay was fire. Like the story they craft was good because the story they craft it's fanfic, I guess, because you can't start him out at the beginning the way he is, because like he's supposed to be a Buddha. You can't reverse it. You know what I mean? You can't reverse knowing some shit. Once you know some shit, you know what I mean, if I enough of to be outside of the universe, I can't like then regress to not be that way. You know what I mean? But the story itself, what they told was good, and the story, the gameplay, the presentation, all that was fun. I can't even be mad at. The one thing I'm mad at is like, man, y'all need to like do their names better, because their names don't match up to what, like Red Boy, right? Like his name ain't Red Boy. His name literally is like Radiant Red Child or some shit, like Radiant Crimson Child, like some cool ass shit like that. You name him Red Boy in the English version was like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like that's the only thing I have a problem with. Like, why is your name so goofy, man? They name's supposed to be dope as fuck. These are like demons and gods that destroy whole worlds and shit. Why you name this boy, dog? You know, have you seen the movie Nazas?
No.
Like he's one of the. You remember in all the cutscene when Wukong was fighting the heaven, and like and there's this little kid next to Erlang. Like in the cutscenes, you see Erlang standing on a mountain about to fight Wukong. There's a little kid standing next to him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that kid is a god, and he's like one of the gangster ass gods in like they mythology. And he lost to Wukong, but that motherfucker fight on par with Red Boy. They supposed to be like, you know, a little rivalry and shit. Them motherfuckers beating each other's ass. This motherfucker is fighting a whole god. You name him so many, bro. Put some respect on his real name. This motherfucker's supposed to be like Radiant Crimson Child or some shit. You name him Red Boy, man. Like, that's what fucked me up about the whole game. Like I know them goofy ass names. Like I know the translator gotta at least be on like on some goofy shit. Like how do you name such a cool sounding character? Like, you know what I mean? That like his name is really. His design cool as fuck, but I'm like, I was so mad at that. Oh, the stories behind these characters are insane, bro. Like, and that bothered me for like a whole 5 hours after beating that boy.
You know,
but see, that's what I'm saying.
It's
like,
weird, though. The people who created the game, they are Chinese, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm like, there's no way.
So
there's
they
no
have
way
to know
y'all
the lore
like,
and all of this shit. So.
Yeah, how do y'all fumble this? And it's not even that. It's
maybe
probably
they
just
couldn't use it. Maybe because for some reason, when it comes to video games, there's always legalities with certain things. So they start naming certain things, different things, or whatever the case may be. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it was a legal issue, and they couldn't use whatever the name was, because all of this stuff will be regulated by the Chinese government, right?
Yeah, but I don't know, because the story Wukong old is so old that it's public domain. Like anybody can use Wukong, you know, IP shit. Like it's not
shit. That's how they were selling Dragon Ball. They was calling it Wukong Goku or some shit.
Yeah, no, Goku is the Japanese version of saying Wukong. It's literally the same dude.
Yeah, but I think to sell the game in China, they named it Wukong Goku.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah, man, it's wild. That's the one thing I noticed. Like all their kind of means what it's supposed to mean, but it's not as cool as you know what I mean, that it could be. I don't know. Like Wukong is the only one to get that. Get all the titles to have. Great Sage, equal to heaven. Y'all was able to like give this dude exactly all to his name, but y'all can't do it. Like why not, man? All these other characters, they have their own stories. It's like the mythology behind, like around it, is so deep. It would make like all this other shit. It makes Star Wars and all these other properties seem like it's nothing. Because each one of those characters that you fight in Wukong, they have a whole shit to themselves. You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy about that, though? We haven't gotten any of the DLC or whatever that they promised that they were gonna put out for Wukong.
I
Have
need
you
that.
heard anything about that shit?
No, I need that. From what I understand, they're supposed to come out with the DLC, and the DLC does have Nasha in it. So we'll see.
Possibly. All right.
And I mean, there's a lot of other characters. Like there's Sawu Jing. We never seen Sawu Jing, and if y'all don't know who Sawu Jing is actually really cold. But the version that you probably know of is Yamcha Dragon Ball. He's made after Sawu Jing.
Damn. Wait, so Dragon Ball Z just took the whole fucking. Well,
the
that
whole
makes
thing,
sense
bro.
now with the Nimbus and the fucking stick, the pole
Yeah.
that grow and shit like that.
Yeah, no, it's the whole thing. That's why when Asian up, we have a different appreciation for it than the rest of the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like Tien is Erlang. It's literally him. 3-eyed bald-headed motherfucker that is Goku's rival until he's no longer Goku's rival. Goku's fucking strong now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's him. Like all these characters are from Journey to the West. Like all of them, every DBZ, not every, about 90% of characters came from that shit. Some of the characters was Toyama's very own, but most of it is it's some Wukong shit. But it's free, you know, it's free domain, man. You can use it for whatever.
Shit, that's crazy how he took that and turned it into Dragon Ball Z, bro. And honestly, that shows you how popular that shit is. Because nigga, I've been watching Dragon Ball Z since I was shorty, man. Like,
oh, you don't even understand the half of it. Like, if Journey to the West never existed, all the anime, a lot of like Eastern stories and shit just won't exist. This motherfucker is inspiration for so much shit. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy. Like, Japanese motherfuckers don't really believe in King Yama, but because that shit's so important, like all kinds of shit in Japanese culture got King Yama. The Death God, that's the motherfucker that sent Goku on the Snake Way when he got killed the first time. Like that motherfucker's from Journey to the West. Well, in Asian traditions and shit, he's the guy that
of course
judge your ass when you die. Like, like when you die, King Yama's gonna book off. So tell me about this thing you did when you was 17. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you got your ass gotta stand there and explain yourself to this fucking big horned ass motherfucker. I mean, hey, I love it.
Oh, that's the nigga that's standing at the fucking he's near that fucking road, that long ass road that
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, you see that all of it just revert back to just, you know what I'm saying? Journey to the West. Journey to the West inspire all kinds of shit, bro. Like if it wasn't for that, not only will a lot of shit not exist, just Asian stories in general, but a lot of Western stories will exist. That shit influenced a lot of shit, bro. That's why I love that shit.
That's crazy.
And when motherfuckers say Kratos can beat him, it's like you sound like X. No, you don't want. This motherfucker isn't. He's not made to be beaten. He's made to make a point. The point is, no matter how cold you not escape the frailty of life. You know what I mean? The only way you can is to become like a Buddha. And he did. That's why I was like, no, there ain't no way. Ain't no way. He's on par with Buddha. This in the world. It's kind of like if our world of everything that we know is in a bag full of marble, he would be the character that's sitting on a table playing with all those marbles. That's how strong this motherfucker is. He doesn't even exist in what we consider it to be. He think we don't exist. That's how real his existence is compared to us. On some Buddha shit. You know what I mean? On some Buddha shit.
Yeah,
like
but that
what
nigga
Buddha
is
possessed
like,
to be real.
Shit, that nigga is Buddha, right? Or
he's a the exact translation is he's the victorious fighting. Not only is he a warrior Buddha, he's the winning one. Like, there is no fighting this dude. He just wins.
Nigga,
He literally is made to win.
I saw this dude stop the hand of Buddha, bro.
I mean, by the end of Journey to the West, he can't be beaten because you can't touch him. Like he no longer exists in our realm. He's beyond us. So that's why I was saying like Black Myth is a cool story, but it's more like a fan fiction type of thing, where this motherfucker still has got that ring on his head.
Yeah.
And you can't have a ring on your head when physically you no longer. It doesn't, like physically you are now a beyond being. You don't consider life or death anymore. It's not even a thing anymore. But that's what I'm saying. Like I love that shit, right? So like when motherfucker asked me about Wukong, like game 5, 10 out of 10, all that shit. So I can't be mad at motherfucker. Oh, you three shit. That's that shit. I'm like, maybe. You know, I haven't played it. I don't know. I really can't really call it. You know what I mean? Because there might be a bunch of other motherfuckers like, man, Wukong game's trash. Like, all right, then that's just how you feel. Like, I guess. But at least have that opinion. Don't just be having that opinion because another motherfucker.
Right.
Trash. You know what I mean? You could have that opinion. I mean,
Well,
if you trash at that gameplay because it's hard for you, then you know.
I don't think it's hard, man. Either okay,
it's not.
Either it is hard and I just have a fucking problem, and I just kind of figure shit out when it comes to like playing these fucking games. But I see patterns in everything. I see patterns in every single game that I'm playing. Even this Claire 33 obscure or whatever, Expedition 33. It's all about patterns. And as soon as you learn the patterns, you're good to fucking go, bro. That's how I felt with Wukong. That's how I blasted through every fucking boss in Wukong. It's just by studying what their patterns are.
Hey, plus Ultra, you know who Vegeta is? There's two characters in Journey to the West that Vegeta could have been. You fought one of them in Journey to the West. You remember the macaque dude with the big ass blades that you fight in the snow? It's either that character.
That is
it's either
Vegeta.
that character or it's the other monkey, and the other monkey a pet. He's like one of these gods' pet in heaven. He's a pet monkey. But he was hating on Wu. He's like, hey, I'm a celestial monkey. I'm up here with gods and shit. What do you mean this other monkey born on Earth gets to go on this important journey to become Buddha when I'm sitting up here? Nah, I'm down there challenge down there multiple times. You know what I'm saying? And became his friend. That's probably Vegeta right there. That's probably Vegeta. Which makes sense, you know. Vegeta's the Prince of Saiyans. He lives on that planet, which is, you know, in DBZ universe, that's the heavens right there, outer space. You know what I mean? And he's the prince of that planet. Like he's literally a celestial monkey. He's over here mad. This the Earth monkey out here more important than him. You know what I mean? Get his ass beat like 3-4 times. Yeah.
Who would be Mr. Popo, the gold dude in Wukong?
No, Mr. Popo is actually not to be fucked with in Wukong, bro. He's like a demon god. Like the version you
Mr.
see,
Popo
like
can be fucked with in Dragon Ball Z. Like that nigga's real as shit.
He's a demon god, bro. Like the real depiction of him is wild. He looked like a black skinned Asura. You know what I mean? Like from Asura's Wrath.
Yeah.
He basically like imagine Asura's Wrath with like longer fangs, dark skin and shit. Because he's like a star child, like a I don't know how to explain it. Like he's a negative energy god, but he's a good dude. You know what I mean? Like, cause in Asian cultures, they believe in how Wukong became to be.
You are cutting out like a motherfucker. I thought that shit would clear up, but you are like going in and out, in and out, in and out.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like you're cutting out. You're cutting out every few words.
Huh? I don't know. I didn't change it.
Nah, and now you sound fine. But as soon as you start like a long-winded, like let's say you're about to explain something, you start cutting out like every other few seconds.
Oh no, it's probably because I was leaning away from the mic and shit.
Oh, you probably got like some like noise gate or something on there that's probably cutting you off.
That might be what it is. I don't know. I don't make no changes to my shit.
But you sound fine right now. Like you're not cutting in and out or nothing. You're like perfect.
No, I'm saying it's probably because I like lean away from the mic and shit when I talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that might have been. Nah, you might want to pull that mic closer to you, nigga. Pause.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably my shit growing up. That's why I just know about it. That I mean, a story is a story, man. As long as it's good, it's good. Like, but you know what I mean? Motherfuckers out here, like, they don't play a game to know a game. They play it because other motherfuckers talking. They just want to be a part of the conversation. I just can't do it, man.
100%. 100%. But anyway, nigga, I hate to cut you off, but I need to get the fuck up out of here because I gotta get up early in the morning and back to this fucking stupid ass project, which I hope is gonna be done tomorrow. Hopefully, we can get the fuck out of this fucking place, man.
Yeah, I heard. I mean, I saw your last shit. You were like, these motherfuckers.
Bro, that shit, it's so frustrating, bro. And the reason why it's frustrating is because we know the people who are just lying to us and telling us shit versus people who are actually having issues who we can address. And dog, it becomes very evident when we're trying to dispatch on-site techs to go out on site while we troubleshoot that shit remotely or whatnot. And bruh, it's just been.
I mean, I can't. Headache. That's why I'm in the profession I am, man. Because I do what I do. I don't worry the fuck about what I'm doing. I'm gonna get my shit done, and that's really all that matters. I'm depending on no. There's motherfuckers that depend on me, but I'm not depending on shit.
Yeah,
IT shit is like, you know what I mean.
This is problematic because we don't, on a normal basis. I probably will never talk to a customer, ever. I don't have any interaction with them. But when it comes to these projects where we have facilities that have 3, 4, 5, 6, 700 units, and bruh, when I say we have had to go through each one of these motherfuckers individually, making sure that all of their shit is functioning properly. Bro, this shit has been the biggest headache I've ever seen in my fucking life. But we're down to, I think, like 2 more people that we gotta service.
Be for real with you, I might have to look for a new job soon because the Orange Man's not making my life easy. To be honest with you. No, I'm very serious. He is not making life. Look, man, my job, I don't actually fabricate the shit. I sell LED signs for schools and churches and businesses and shit. But schools is where it's at because schools they get grant money and they could just use it. Businesses, you gotta you gotta finesse a business for them to be like, hi, yeah. But see, schools ain't getting no money lately. And you know where, the parts we need to fabricate our sign come from?
China.
Yeah. Shit's rough out here, man. You know how hard it is like to turn a sign? Like I used to sell like 5, 6 a month. And 5, 6 a month is good ass money, bro. Now it's hard for me to sell 2 a month. Because the price is just stupid. You know what I mean? When I go to price out some shit, I'm like, man, I ain't gonna buy this shit. How the fuck they that shit is rough. I might but the nice thing about what I do is it don't really matter what part of the what industry it is, as long as I'm able to get in there, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? So
I used to be in sales, and sales, you have opportunity to make wonderful money in sales, but you also have moments where you don't make shit.
Yeah.
Well, it's like things aren't going the way that you want to, bro.
Yeah.
So me personally, I ain't no salesman. I'm not a salesman like that. And one of the things that I was doing, this was back in I want to say maybe around 04, 05. I used to work for this place called American Mortgage. I don't even think they there no more. But bro, I used to sell people on the idea of refinancing their mortgage and getting them a super fucking low rate that balloons after X amount of period. You know what I'm saying? And I knew exactly what I was doing, but I didn't give a fuck, bro. I was chasing the money. But dog, like my
you gotta walk that fine line, man. Yeah, you gotta walk that fine line.
Used to eat at me all the time because I'm like, dog, I'm literally putting these people in a worse position than they were before I called their ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta walk that fine line, man. Like in sales, you can make a lot of money. You could do it honestly, and you could do it dishonestly. And both ways will make you a lot of money, but you got to walk that fine line. You got to check yourself to see if it's, you know what I'm saying, how you moving.
And that's the problem with me, dog, is I'm human, bro. So I'm not like these niggas that could do shit, but then they don't got no conscience and they don't think about it. Nigga, that shit used to eat me up at night, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I try my best, man. Sometimes, but I'm not, you know, susceptible. You know what I'm saying? I'm susceptible to doing some wild shit from time to time. Like I remember this one time, the worst shit I've ever done to somebody is when I was selling cars. Is probably when I was doing people dirty the most. Like it's one. I remember this one girl forever. Man. Felt so. Like she came in, right? She got a little Lexus IS, worth like around $20K, bro. We gave her 8 for it.
What?
We gave her 8K for a Lexus IS. Like it's worth like 20-something K, bro. Young
and she
shit.
Accepted that shit.
Yeah, bro. Like because and my sales manager at the time said something.
A new car too, right?
Yeah, but see that's what I was saying, man. My sales manager, like at the time, he said some shit to me that it was cold as fuck, but I couldn't let that be my motto to life. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, look, man, it don't really like. I know you think you did it dirty, but you know you gotta think about it this way. That deal was good for everybody. I was like, what do you mean good for everybody? We just robbed this bitch of like 12K at least, and she's like, no. She came in here. You heard what she said. She wanted better. She wanted a lower car payment because she can't handle the IS car payment. Her parents bought her that, and she's a responsible girl. So she came in, got her something cheaper. She got like an Altima or some shit. I forgot what it was. I remember it's a Nissan. I don't remember it's an Altima or a Maxima.
How much was her payment for a fucking Lexus IS, nigga?
I don't know, but it was stupid
that ain't
high.
No expensive car.
I don't remember. Like for a college student, it is, bro. Like a
how much was
year
it?
Old.
Like, do you remember if it was like $200-$300 for the payment? What was it?
No, that shit was like $700, bro. That was
How?
Crazy shit. Yeah, I mean her parents.
Type of credit she had, nigga.
I'm
Upside
telling
down.
you, her parents set her up for failure, and she knew it. That's why she came in. She came in and she was like, "Look, man, I just want a lower payment because I can't handle the payment. I don't really care for the fancy car like real." So they was like, "Bet we'll give you 8,000, bitch." Sell you like something that's more affordable for you, like Ultima shit, right? And so he was like, everybody wins, right? You made money, the dealership made money. She's happy because now she got a lower payment. And I'm like, and he's just like, that's the game, how the game goes, right? He walked off, and like I get it, but at the same time, that just didn't sit well. You know what I mean? I was and still,
you know,
it's just
that's why
I just know.
I have a thing against buying brand new cars, bro. I have never owned a brand new car, and I can afford it. I have also, like, every car that I buy is probably maybe 10 years old at the current time. And, bruh, I've never seen a situation where I'm going to go buy a new car, get in debt like 50 grand, and walk on eggshells. Because you never know what could happen that could put you in a situation where you probably won't be able to afford that shit.
Bro, I don't even think you understand like how crazy motherfuckers do it. Like motherfuckers do it like crazy. Like, all right, when you work at a dealership long enough, and I was never at a dealership that long, like, but you start seeing a pattern, right? Like motherfuckers will buy a car, drive it for like 2-3 years, bring it in, trade it back in for a loss because you still owe more than what it's, you know what I mean? And then cop a new one just to add that old amount on top of the new car, and now you driving around this car that's really worth, and then you do it again next year. Like I've seen motherfuckers that cars that's really worth about 40K and they paying 80 something, 90K. Keep on doing that. I mean,
that's crazy.
And I'm like, ain't no way, bro. I'm just like you, bro. Like the newest car I ever bought was the one I'm driving right now, and I've for like 6-7 years at this. You know what I'm saying? When I bought it, the motherfucker was like a year or two old, and now it's super old, like pushing 10, right? Actually, no, it's 10 now. It's 25.
Yeah, I don't see no.
You know what I mean?
I don't see the benefit in going and buying a brand new car. It just doesn't. It doesn't fit or suit me, nigga. Shout out to all the people who do. Y'all the real MVPs. Y'all keep the economy going. But shit, let me get the fuck up out of here, bro. I had to get up early in the fucking morning.
These motherfuckers talking about he sound hard. Not yet, motherfucker. I'm about to be now. Yeah, yo. Motherfuckers have allergies out here. These motherfuckers.